What's up, y'all? Welcome to this week's episode of Brunchism. My name is Camille, and I'm sitting here with my co-host,
Heaven.
And that's all she wishes to say at this point. Heaven.
Happy to be here again. Hope you guys are having a wonderful morning, evening, whenever you guys are listening to this.
You need to be listening to it when it drops. Don't listen to it the next day. But as you guys know, we are doing our Entrepreneur Tour, and this week we're sitting down with Shaq of the clothing brand Royal. Introduce yourself.
What's the deal, everybody? This is him. This
Pew,
is
pew,
Shaq.
pew, pew,
Okay, can we just relax? Can we relax just a little bit?
Gangsta Grizzles. Holy
just a little
shit.
bit, 'cause
Where'd
I
you
wasn't done
find
yet.
this?
No, because I wasn't done yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to be your hype man, hype you up.
Yeah, afterwards, though.
Okay,
Like,
got you.
I was
All
still in
right,
the
I got you.
I was still in the beginning stages. So, yeah, this is Shaq Richard, the king, the kid, the mogul, everything, all the above.
Why would you call yourself a kid and you're an adult?
King.
You said the king, the kid.
Oh, the kid. Yeah, I'm the kid. Like, I'm the kid.
So you're not an adult?
No, I am, but I'm the kid, though.
I don't know how. I don't know why grown.
Nah,
I don't know why grown men would want to
It's
refer
deep.
to themselves
It's
as kids. But if you guys
deep.
don't know about the brand Royal, I don't know where the fuck you been.
Talk to him.
We have it on right now. As y'all can see, we royal down. But you've also seen your favorite NBA player, Russell Westbrook, in this shit twice. This nigga had Rich the Kid in his shit. This nigga had DJ Mustard in his shit. Like, it's really not a game. All of your favorite Instagram baddies, everybody is in this. So, I mean, I suggest that y'all get up on it. But we're going to be sitting down with him this week, getting to know him on, like, a more personal level and hearing about how he started up his business, his inspiration. So, in for a good episode. Also, I know this is the While You Wait segment, so usually we have a charity, and I said I wouldn't be doing that while we're doing the entrepreneur tours. But a lot of y'all may not know this, but I was an earth science major in college. So I'm really into,
I didn't
like,
even know that.
you didn't know it's earth science?
No.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow. Great. Very supportive friends that I have. But I was an earth science major, and so I'm a bitch that really care about, the environment and all that type of shit. So if you haven't heard recently, there have been a couple of volcanoes that erupted, most recently in Guatemala. So my sister's neighbor is actually doing a, like, clothes drive and taking not just clothes, any types of donations, like anything that you may have that could be beneficial to the people in Guatemala that are going through this tough time. Like, it's not their fault that the fucking earth decided to explode. Right. So they're doing donations on 48th and Normandy. So if you got extra shit cleaning out your closet for the summer or whatever, pull up on 48th and Normandy and donate some clothes to the people of Guatemala, because our president ain't gonna do shit. All right, let's move on.
Wolfpack, make your booty bounce, Bopper. Big blue stretch, bitch, let it go. Let it go. Wolfpack, make your booty bounce, Bopper. Big blue stretch, bitch, let it go. Let it go. Yeah. Do that. Let it go.
All right, so as y'all know, on Brunch, we may have some new listeners, so you may not know, but Brunchism is ran like your typical brunch.
Yeah, typical day at brunch with your friends.
Yeah, so the first thing you do is really unwind and say, what's been going on, the crazy things that's happened during your week. And we call that What's on Your Menu for the first segment. So, Heaven, what's on your menu for this week? How was your week going, girl?
I had a pretty good week. I told y'all last week that I started a new job. So, LAUSD is out of school. So, the last week of school was...
Bitch, I know you didn't have a job for a week.
What? No, like, just, okay, because I have home cases and school cases, so the school cases are out for this summer, okay?
They hired you a week before school was out. You thought you had a job.
First of all, I said, they do this to me every week. Every week they try to play me, okay? Anyways, okay. I was just disappointed.
Week too, though, right? So, every week.
You know what? Anyways, they get on my nerves, y'all. Okay. So they graduated. And I was excited because the whole class is Hispanic, right? So I was like, yeah, they about to have a lit graduation party. It's about to be some good food. Do y'all know what they had?
What they have?
They had macaroni and cheese, and it tastes like the one that you get like when you was little with the powder macaroni, the powdered cheese with the, like, it's microwavable. No. It was gross. Okay, so first of all, then they had spaghetti. Camille, how do I feel about spaghetti?
Heaven loathes spaghetti. And I forget it every time because I always be like, bitch, what you want to eat? What's the spaghetti? And she just be looking at me like, ugh, no.
And that's the typical black party. It's always fried chicken and some spaghetti. I would have been happy with fried chicken, but of course they didn't have that. And I was just really disappointed. But besides that, I was kind of sad because, like, the kids are so cute. And they were so cute in little graduation dresses. And Camille keeps putting the microphone up to my mouth because I keep taking it away. But yeah, so besides that, what else is on my menu?
Yeah, I don't have a list.
That's about it, really. Nothing too interesting. I've been hanging out with my little cousins, going to their softball games, and hanging out with my babies.
They been confusing heaven on the team at the softball game. They asked me to suit up. They asked me to suit up and come play.
Yeah, I'm so tired of them. Yeah. She gonna need a new co-host, y'all. So start sending in them applications because I'm done. Okay, I'm tired of this shit. But I was. Do y'all know a lot about like softball and baseball and stuff?
I know about like innings, and you could get out if you do something wrong 3 times or something like that.
Yeah, it's so much more than that because I was sitting there confused. I know the basic stuff, but it's just so much more into it, and it was like actually interesting. Like I was kind of sad, like why didn't I play any sports?
But you're amazed by the simplest things. Like you find, and that's
why she
that's
needs
good about.
no,
It's not a bad thing about you. Like it's good. You find beauty in everything. You find something interesting about everything.
No, it really was.
Baseball is boring.
No,
if you don't have beer, baseball is boring.
The show is. Definitely.
It was interesting. Like the girls are really good. They're like 9 through 12. It was interesting, and I want to join like an adult league. So.
You could join the 9 through 12 league.
Anyways, Shaq, how was your week? Because I'm skipping her.
Okay, my week was pretty good. First of all, I start off every week with my affirmations.
This nigga gonna do like like Ari did last week, and that was like his life. Just your week. We don't want to hear about what you do. Just this week.
What I'm saying is, look.
I cook myself breakfast.
What I'm saying
is, Monday,
look,
so I had eggs and bacon.
Because I was definitely going there next.
Nigga on a schedule.
But look though, what I was saying is, I always have a good week because of my mind state. I start off saying a week is gonna be good, and a week ends up being good. So anyways,
I want to let y'all know that it may sound like Shaq is spitting on y'all, but it won't come through the.
This is crazy.
It won't come through the mic. He just got a lisp, y'all. But it's okay. We got something protecting on the mic, so we won't mess with.
Do you?
I just want everyone to know we are all best friends here.
Oh yeah, we are the 3 best friends.
So don't just think we over here like bagging on our guests. That's our best friends, so we could do that.
That's true. I guess I didn't say that at all, huh? I actually know this nigga personally, so I don't. If you want to be on the entrepreneur tour, I won't be on you as much as I'm on him. But this is my best friend. I've been on him for a decade, so it's fine. But continue.
So my week was pretty good. My weeks usually consist of a lot of like errands and stuff, so I'm always back and forth because I live in Riverside now. I used to live in Hawthorne.
What do you call it?
The Side.
That shit is awful.
The Side.
Y'all area code.
It is 92503. So it's low-key not
that
too
is a
far
zip
off.
code. So
area code. Oh shit.
Yikes.
Okay. No,
stick to making clothes, sir.
Because I know the original co-host, we got the nickel 9, or what is the nickel?
Yeah. Shout out to Sanj in the 559.
Side like a cool area code.
My area code is the same.
Okay, but what is the size area code?
I don't even know.
Y'all don't got a house phone, a landline?
951, I think. It's 951.
Okay, we're gonna have something cool for that next week. The 951.
Yeah. I like that, dude.
I just want to let y'all know that we will not have something cool for the 951 or for Riverside.
No, they will.
Any of that.
They will.
Don't nobody want to go to Riverside? Is there even a river there?
Like you've never been there.
Is there even a river?
Can we talk about the fact that she is supposed to be my best friend and she has literally not been to I literally been in this house for over a year now and she has not been once. Like I don't even know if she's passed through.
Oh, heaven, old Mr. Me Too ass. I've been. Hashtag Me Too.
I mean,
trying to make me look. I'm not going to. Y'all don't do. When y'all get a river, I'll go. Why would y'all
what
have
do you mean? Wow, you're a joke. You're a joke.
It took him a while. Like, why would we have a river?
I mean, first of all, you wouldn't even know if we had one or not because
nigga, I've been to Riverside before. I just have not been to your house. You decided to move far as hell.
No, it's not far though. First of all, you used to come from San Diego to LA like every weekend, and Riverside is way closer than San Diego. So
this is supposed to be about you. I don't need you putting any of my business out there. Niggas don't know where I'm at ever. Okay, so I don't need you to say that. They don't know where I'm at right now.
Okay, so Shaq was saying before that he runs a lot of errands on his week.
It's hot
do you do my jacket during this?
So, like I was saying, I run a lot of errands back and forth from Riverside to downtown LA.
Hey, Shaq will get your order to you on time, but if you his friend and ask him to do some shit, you gotta wait behind all the regular customers. So that's good for regular customers. He really gonna have your shit
That's
ready.
Crazy. Yeah, low key, that's crazy because I've been getting a few complaints from my closest friends with turnaround time. But I mean, hey, like y'all see the vision, so y'all know when y'all do get it, it's gonna be sweet. You know?
I got you.
When you do get it, you might be a couple years older than.
Yeah, I gotta order some shit for my 30th birthday now. That's all.
Your shit gonna be on time.
I didn't think I would be waiting a year for my jacket.
I mean,
but it's gonna be fire.
It's all good though, because when it comes, it's gonna.
All right, so finish telling us your life story, even though it's only supposed to be about this past week. Tell us about your rituals and shit.
Last week, I know y'all talked about this last week, but Kanye's album did drop.
We will talk about that later. What happened with you personally?
I'm saying I was listening to the album a lot. That's a part of my week. Okay.
Is your next season of clothing gonna have the Confederate flag and "Make America Great Again" hats?
Wow.
You gonna put Royal on there?
So we're going there now. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So my week was pretty good. Just errands, and then of course the finals. The finals was this week. So
I did not think that they were gonna get swept.
I didn't think that either.
I thought he was gonna win at least one, but it was kind of sad watching it. Like they didn't.
Yeah, it was like they just gave up.
Like
last night was the last game. They got swept.
It was awful. That nigga's out of there. Or 11 other players out of there. He get a new one. We don't know which one is gonna happen yet.
That's a toss up.
Where do you guys think he's gonna go if he does leave?
I personally think he's gonna go to the Lakers.
I don't think if he goes to the West, then they should just dismantle the NBA. There's not going to be anybody on the East anymore.
No, but see, here's the thing, because Boston is good now, so you know the NBA makes the most money out of the Boston and the Lakers rivalry. So
then he should go to Boston.
No, because Kyrie is there. So first of all, the Boston team is already pretty much set. Like they're going to be back in the Eastern Conference Finals again for sure. So
I really do not want LeBron to come to. There's so much competition on the West. Like, we don't need this big old nigga over here too. We need niggas to start going to the East a little bit.
Don't get me wrong.
They already took away fucking. I was about to say Melo, but joke because he didn't do shit for my team. But they took away a couple of good players.
How many people you know in Oklahoma?
I don't care. I don't know nobody in Oklahoma, but I've been like in OKC since like the 11th grade.
Like why?
Since KD, since they were still, because I liked Kevin Durant and they were still the Sonics, and they switched to OKC, and then I really fucked with Russell Westbrook too.
Can we talk about something that I can contribute in the conversation? Thank you.
We just need you to watch a little bit more sports.
Heaven ass watching, and she be like, basketball, hey, what team you going for so I could go for the other one so it could be fun.
Sounds like my mom.
I don't know anything about sports. I tried football, but football's canceled, so I'm just
You tried to play football?
I tried to watch it.
It's canceled?
Yeah, because Kaepernick.
The whole sport?
Yeah.
Because of Kaepernick?
We're protesting, Shaq. We know that you don't really fuck with black people, as you say, you listen to Kanye, but we're protesting the NFL because they have black people fucked up, in case you didn't know.
This is a joke, so I'm just gonna move past that. But yeah, the NFL's not canceled. So
no, yes it is.
It's not. It's off season.
No, we know that, nigga. We know that it's not.
When he comes back on, we're not watching it.
I guarantee you're gonna watch at least one game.
No,
you're gonna watch it.
No, I'm not.
So you're not gonna go to a Super Bowl party. I'm pretty
sure.
Do
you know what we do at Super Bowl parties? We don't watch the game.
We're drinking like we are now. Okay.
We throwing ass. They be waiting for the halftime show. We're the halftime show. Hey, turkey. Bitch, we never have we ever in the history of brunches have had somebody stand up and throw ass. So congratulations, you the first.
Y'all hear that? And that's not my ass.
Yeah, we know. But what else is on your menu for this week, Shaq? What else has been going on? Specifics. Don't tell us about your rituals.
Specifics. That's the easy word.
I know y'all hear his list. I'm gonna talk with a list for the rest of the time too,
so they can know. A list, though. That's the crazy part because people can't tell.
People can't tell what. That you have a list?
Because I don't have it.
Because I don't.
It doesn't exist.
Because I don't have a list.
Do you hear me pronouncing all the
Do you hear me pronouncing all of the letters in the word?
Do you hear it, though?
Is that the end of your menu?
Yeah.
You sure?
Wait. Oh, I got a haircut yesterday in my shit.
Oh,
Hey,
fresh cut Friday.
First of all,
this is what niggas look forward to. I got a hair. You see how he did the rub, the fresh rub.
Hey, cause look though, cause look.
Hey, when you be arguing with bitches, do they just push your waves the other way?
Well, I don't argue with anybody.
Oh, he this nigga. I hate niggas that be like, I don't argue. You gonna argue with me?
Okay, so there's a difference between an argument and a discussion. We can have a discussion.
No, I want to argue.
Nah. I'm gonna get loud and call you a bitch ass nigga, and then it's gonna go left. So argue.
All because you didn't want to respond. If you would just argue with me as normal, it could have went good. But if you want to sit there and be quiet, okay, you bitch ass nigga. You don't want to. I'm gonna make you talk.
This is crazy.
That's why I cancel your haircut appointment.
Wow, see, that's deep. That's probably when I would start to argue.
That's why I slashed your barber. Serious. That's why I slashed your barber tires and took your grandma dentures because you wanted to act crazy. Niggas love their grandma.
Oh, what she talking about?
You really turn into two different people. Like you'll be one person before you have the haircut, and then after the haircut, like you feel a whole different like mood.
Yeah.
Like you
and
in a
y'all
whole
start
different
acting
like
like it too.
I'm just
we
saying.
know that's how we feel when we get our eyebrows done.
Yeah, I feel like that's easy though. That's something you can do at home.
Yeah, I do mine at home, so
See,
I don't really got that. But when I get my hair done,
nigga, you could cut your own hair. What you mean? Yeah, anybody could do something themselves. You can cut your own hair too. What you talking about?
But I don't want to.
Let me tell you, I went with Shaq one time.
Oh my God! Something told me this story he was gonna come up.
I went with Shaq one time. He talking about, ride with me to get my hair cut. I'm like, cool. Niggas don't have, they got what, like half a centimeter of hair? It's fine. This would be great. A line up. I get it. It's not, rocket science. I just take the razor, I line it up. We were there, like, we could have watched Marvel Infinity War 3 times. And he still wasn't ready. I literally went and got my nails done and he still wasn't ready. And he wouldn't even let me go inside and flirt with the fucking barber. So what is the nigga supposed to do?
No, because we would have been there even longer because first of all, these niggas act like they have to have a conversation with you. Like, bro, when I come to get my haircut, I just want to get my haircut. I just want to be out. And that just be the end of that. But they want to know what you been on. They want to know what you got going on
what
the
you
day
been
of.
on.
They want to know what you doing the day after, the rest of the week. And I just don't have time for it. I just be
so it's the barber's fault.
Low key.
Okay.
Low key. And then people not being on time. So me, I'm just a little bit of the problem because I'm never on time for anything. But we're not talking about that. So.
But maybe he asking all those questions because he's trying to see exactly how he should do your hair. Like, okay, let me see what you're doing for the rest of the week.
Like that.
So you give the barber like a choice, like
No. I need him to deliver every week. Like no matter if I have nothing to do. Yeah, I need you to deliver like every week. But it's crazy though because I feel like sometimes they do bring their A game a little bit more when you have somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. So
you better say you always got something to do. I got a
fashion
show this weekend.
Right.
Do me right.
Okay.
But you want to be on top. Hey,
the champagne is good though.
Is your barber single?
My barber, I don't know. Actually,
these niggas. So he said that barber asked him all this shit, and he don't know if the damn barber in a relationship.
I really don't know.
Wow.
No, because niggas don't. Well, niggas will never say that they're in a relationship. Like you got to really pry it out of them. He never gonna admit it. So just in case, he never gonna admit it. Y'all are fucking trash.
They are. Even our own best friend.
He's Filipino. You like Filipino dudes?
Oh,
no,
nigga,
actually,
you don't have a black man. Hold on.
Now, he's Cambodian.
Look, I'm the one that asked, and
I gotta take your mic for a second. Now listen up.
Shaq like him anyway.
Now Shaq done already told us that he listening to Kanye. Then he told us he gonna make America great again. Now he getting his hair cut by a Filipino barber. He don't even like black people. Shaq won't even get his hair cut by a black person.
First of all, that's because I do live in Riverside, so I didn't know too many barbers, black barbers out there. So I actually got cut by this dude before from a friend of mine.
He cut you?
Like a cut, like a haircut.
Oh, got you. Sorry, I was
crazy. Like she was really concerned right now if I really got cut or not.
I was like, damn, I do need to go to the side.
Is your old barber single?
My old barber is old enough to be your dad. Which literally, by the looks of things, doesn't mean
she didn't
anything.
Ask about nothing about age.
It literally
she didn't ask nothing about age.
And
you over here volunteering talking about old enough to be your dad. She didn't ask how old the nigga was. She said, was he single? She asked one question, and here you go, volunteering other information.
He is not single.
Okay.
So,
okay, but is he looking for a mistress that he's going to pay off?
He might be.
My number.
No, I'm just kidding, y'all.
Maybe.
Listeners, I am just kidding. I am not interested in the barber.
She's literally gonna ask me after this, so don't believe that. Don't believe it. Don't believe it.
Seriously, all of my male friends will not let me meet their barbers. I don't really know what's up with that, but I don't like it.
Okay, because that's why you have nephews, so you can go on your own now.
Okay, let me tell y'all. I took my little brother to get his haircut before, and I was like, yeah, I'm about to, find me a barber. It's gonna be lit. Why I walk in there and seen two niggas I went to high school with, bitch? I turned around. Like, oh, all right.
That's what you get for having plots before you went in there. That's what you get.
They like, come here. I'm like, call me when you done, Jerry. He said, goddamn, I'll pick you up. Everything is gone. I think I'm about to come in here. These niggas know me already. Abort.
That's what you get. That's what you get. Yep. Having plots before? Yep. Shit got shot down. Bow, 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 bow.
All right. Are you finished with your menu for this week?
Yeah, because I feel like, yeah.
I don't know. My guests, are not really used to the mic thing, I guess, because they always putting it on their ear and shit. Talk into the mic.
Well, because, it's a different feeling when you get a mic because, you've been to a few concerts.
All I got is one mic.
And you be feeling yourself like you about to really do some shit. And
Shaq, are you about to spit? I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
All right, I'm done.
Said, what the fuck you talking about?
I'm done.
This nigga start talking about rapping. I think she do clothes.
Hey, I'm an artist. The artist, that word goes a long way. You can.
So you be rapping?
I can do it all.
Do you know YG? Does any of our listeners know YG?
First of all, I turned into YG at some points in time.
Literally, I came home the other day and my dad said, "You know YG? He kind of booming."
Wow.
Let me. Okay.
So I'm looking at him like.
I don't got no words.
I said, yeah, Dad. I know who YG is. He said,
okay, we been fucking with YG.
He said something like, "Oh yeah, we know his peoples. We know his something." And I was just like, "Okay, can I go to a concert?" Literally, I said, like, you must give me some. Why are you telling me this? He was like, "Yeah, he having a concert." I said, "Okay, well, tell me when I can go." Like, other than that, what are you telling me this for? He really actually do I know YG? Is he booming?
Was he trying to put you on to YG? Oh, I did. This new rapper.
I know.
Big back, take a little back.
I know that my dad said that without knowing any of his songs. So that's the first thing I was thinking. Like, Dad, do you know what kind of music this nigga making? What you talking about? Do I know him? I know him more than you think, bro.
Wait, so what made him ask that?
He said that apparently he knows his like auntie or so, yeah, he knows somebody close to him. So he was like, yeah, that's like random. He told me something about it. He did say something about a concert.
Oh, okay.
But I wasn't really listening because I was just thrown off at the fact that my dad was asking me, do I know who YG is? Because I'm like, nigga, do you know who YG is? If you knew who YG is, then you would for sure know that I know who he is. As much as I shake this ass.
First of all, let's bring up the fact that my TV, right? It's connected to YouTube, so my dad likes.
So
to
you
watch.
have a smart TV. This nigga tried to act like he got something. My TV is connected to YouTube. Yeah, bro.
Anyways,
yeah.
so
yeah, because through your PlayStation, like
it's not. It's literally not.
Okay,
literally not.
No, is yours like touchscreen? Has touchscreen TV?
Nah, mine not touchscreen. We not that.
That lets you connect to
the TV. Yeah, without being connected.
So you have a smart TV.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Continue.
All right, so
my TV, which connects to YouTube.
So my dad, he likes to watch like shoe reviews and stuff. Like he brings it all up on YouTube or whatever. And I guess when he's done watching shoe reviews, he likes to watch music videos. So he just randomly just starts looking up videos and everything. And he told me he watched last time that I checked with the YG and
Nipsey. Oh.
And he was feeling some type of way about that, and that kind of just set him off. So every week he's literally every Wednesday when he's off, he's looking at music videos. I wake up and I'm like, why is YG playing?
No.
Yeah, he's literally watching music videos, talking about, yeah, Shaq, you heard that? I'm like, Dad, that song came out. That song came out 2 years ago, Dad. He like, yeah, I like that song. So now all the time when I play my music when he ride in the car with me, he wants to hear the song that YG came out with 2 years ago. Because he just heard it the Wednesday before.
He don't even know Big Bank is out yet. He just
actually, I did play it for him the other day, and he was feeling it. So yeah, that's a new one on his list.
2-year-old vibes from YG. It's cool though.
Yeah.
Oh, so he really feeling it. So he just passed Just Read Up. So he really in his bag right now.
Yeah.
I want to go back to that time too.
Imagine that's our first time listening to it. He lucky.
Isn't it crazy though? Speaking about that, isn't it crazy how music can kind of literally take you back to a specific point in time in your life?
Facts.
Like, cause I definitely know Just Read Up 2. I definitely feel like, when was that? Was that college?
Yeah,
I feel like that was
just read up.
freshman
Two
year.
was college. Just read up. The first one was right after like our senior year of high school, like right before we graduated, because we've done some things to just read up.
No comment.
Oh, sorry, I'm a virgin best friend. I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We was out here cutting up, okay?
It's West Side, 4 fingers. So thinking, now I want to we got weed, ring, switches, hope, break it down there, roll it.
No, like if y'all don't understand, like
Y'all remember Relax when I used to come on at the party?
we are real like YG fans.
Y'all
Like,
remember
we
when
really-
Relax used to
Yeah.
come on at the party?
It's crazy because I never knew that was Ty Dolla $ign until like
Oh my God.
yeah.
Say some shit about Ty Dolla $ign now.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Ty Dolla $ign. He just is not like versatile. Like I just keep hearing the same
he
thing.
is.
But him and Jeremiah is coming out with a project, and they just dropped a single from their song, and
I
I'm gonna
haven't
listen to that
heard
because I like Jeremiah. I really like him. So
More than Ty Dolla $ign?
yes.
I feel like you're disloyal for that.
Oh my gosh, have you ever made love to a Jeremiah track?
I have actually.
Yeah, that's why I love Jeremiah.
Okay.
Okay, but
Ty Dolla $ign as well.
you made to Dolla saying, "Ooh, my main bitch, yeah, yeah." Oh yeah. I'm Ty Dolla $ign.
I'm not gonna tolerate
yeah,
this,
'cause
okay?
I feel like
I refuse. I just want y'all to know I got my alter ego named Tati from YG, so you know, 4 fingers.
Oh, your name Tati?
And what that shit do? Hey, you got the
Fuck you in the igloo. I'm the pipe man. Fuck you in the nightstand.
I ate that pussy because she light skinned.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right, that was our YG segment. Is anybody asking me how my menu is?
I was just, y'all see, she don't even give me a chance. So, Camille, what's on your menu for this week?
Y'all, let me tell you. Whatever else was on my menu this week before last night, I forgot about. You want to know why? Because I'm hungover. I'm doing this interview right now with my eyelash hanging off.
she's not kidding.
I have my pajamas on. I just put on my royal sweater over it. Like, my hair is done. Thank God. Shout out to So Unexpected last weekend. Last week. She did my hair, not yours.
Tomorrow I'm getting my hair done now. So it's okay.
But so yeah, it was just a struggle morning. It was like that because one of my friends is getting married tomorrow. Shout out to Megan, and her bachelorette party was last night. So I'm hungover. So anything that I was going to talk about for this week, I don't know, because I forgot. You know why? Because my head is like this. And then Heaven was like, aren't we supposed to drink champagne when we do this? And I'm looking at her like, bitch, shut up.
It's crazy to me because at such a young age, I feel like you shouldn't be getting
Nigga, what?
hangovers and stuff.
This nigga gonna say at such a young age.
Because
do
Camille,
you know that?
If you guys don't know, Camille is like 17. She just turned 17 last week. So I honestly don't understand how.
Yeah, so basically I'm a year younger than all of my friends because I skipped a grade because I'm that bitch. You feel me? I skipped the 5th grade.
Or
a
the
bitch
system
a bitch
failed.
don't know none of her capitals or nothing. But guess what? I'm here. I missed all of that shit in the 5th grade. That's like, bitch, you don't know the capital of Wyoming? I'm like, no, when you learn that? 5th grade? Oh. I didn't have to do that. So
Wait,
guess
of
what?
Wyoming, though?
Bitch, I don't know. You should know. Y'all went to 5th grade since y'all said it was so important.
Wow. That's Jasmine. Does Jasmine know? Does Jasmine know? Jasmine.
Shout out to Jasmine, our
Shout out Jasmine.
videographer.
Yes.
Our Brunchism videographer.
Shout out Jasmine.
You're not gonna flip the camera on you, are you? No, she's not. But guess what? All 3 of these niggas went to 5th grade and don't know the capital of Wyoming. So suck my dick. I bet y'all don't know it either.
Wyoming is on the map. I don't know. I have no idea.
Anyway, I'm a year.
Places like that shouldn't have.
Anyway,
capitals
I'm a
anyway.
year younger than all of them. So Shaq likes to make young jokes just because I talk about the fact that he spits when he talks. But that's not my
Wait,
fault.
who spits?
Shaq, he just
spits?
spit right now.
Who does though?
My microphone gonna get water damage. Anyway, I went to a bachelorette party last night. That was my first bachelorette party ever. I'm hungover.
How was it? Are we gonna get details? Any like crazy
If she
stories?
remembers.
Yeah, there we go.
Exactly.
I don't know. I was just drunk, and I remember we Ubered, but we met up like in the Dons to Uber there. And I just remember when we got back, Leslie Jasmine here was just like, "Girl, get in the backseat." Mm-hmm. I did not drive home.
Where was
Responsible.
where were you guys celebrating?
We went to the association downtown. We had a little section, and we met Nick Young.
I feel like that's impossible.
It wasn't really him, but it looked exactly like this nigga. And I just,
It wasn't him.
bitch, they just played yesterday. And in
Heaven
Cleveland.
doesn't watch
Come here.
basketball.
Okay, she had told this story earlier, and I guess I missed the part where it wasn't really him, or maybe she didn't have to say it because they knew. But I really thought that she met him. So you're about to get it out of her, like, so did you meet anybody interesting? And it really didn't happen in a while. Now that's so unexpected.
This bitch thought I really nigga. They played in Cleveland yesterday. The game was like 3 hours before I went there. You think then nigga showered and flew back from Cleveland. It was in the club. Right
shit,
after the
they got the money to do
championship.
it.
Yeah, it was
Like,
lit.
But how was I supposed to know that the game wasn't? Well, I guess it was. Never mind.
Yeah, so it was fun. I'm just hungover. So like I said, anything else that happened during my you want to know the craziest shit that happened to me, nigga? I'm driving, right? Like literally driving, minding my own business. Red light. Boom, I stopped.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
She said I stopped.
Stop
Like she don't
signs
usually
don't even
do that.
stop me.
Okay.
This random like homeless druggie just slams the windshield clipper thing on my car and just start boom boom going.
Yeah.
I said it was a red light. I couldn't drive. I was like, no, stop. He didn't stop. So I honked the horn. Beep beep, stop. This nigga hit, like, I thought he was about to break my shit. He really hit my shit and just walked away mad. And then the job that he was doing, it wasn't even clean.
good.
It left me with streaks. So if I would have paid you to do that shit, it still wouldn't even been good. You have to at least ask somebody like, oh, can I?
don't care.
This nigga just immediately started. And I was like, oh, okay. I can run you over, my nigga. Like, it was so bogus.
Okay,
This nigga
that kind of brings up another point. I look need to go back to my week, so we're gonna rewind.
Oh, my God. This nigga put up the waiter
so-
finger. Like, excuse
So
me?
yeah, because that just brought up. I forgot about these two important parts of my week. So, so earlier this week, I'm on my way back from LA or whatever, going back to the site or whatever. You know, y'all should know what that is by now. But stop right now. Okay, so
We
I
don't
was
even
going back to
know
the
if it's
side.
really 951. That's what's crazy.
It's for sure 951. So I needed gas, so I stopped at the gas station by my house.
You mean gas like fuel or gas like weed?
fuel for
okay.
my car.
I heard they got the gas in the
Fuel for my car.
the 9
Anyways,
nickel Uno.
anyways,
9 nickel uno. Bitch, are you gonna speak Spanish or not? What's going on? You did 3. That's just a lot. The 9 nickel uno, but I got it. All right.
okay.
Finish. Go
so
ahead.
all right. So look, I get to the gas station or whatever, and it's this old like white dude, like.
You got the police
just
on
walk, No, he's just like walking
'Cause
back and forth.
you had on your MAGA hat.
Can I finish?
so-
Can I finish?
You had on your MAGA
Okay,
hat, so he was
so-
like, oh, he's a cool nigga. We got it.
Anyways, so it was this white dude, like he was tripping, like he had a to-go box of like it looked like it was like French fries or something. So he was like kind of like tweaking. You know how you can kind of tell if somebody's like tweaking, like somebody on some shit. So he was like walking back and forth, and like I could see he was like talking to himself or whatever. And I'm like, dude, I really don't want to deal with this right now because for some reason I feel like homeless people really like talking to me for some reason. So I was like,
friendly ass.
I was
nigga.
like, all right, so let me just chill in the car. So I was literally chilling in the car for a cool 15, 20 minutes. Like, damn, when this dude gonna go away? So I seen him kind of like disappear. So I'm like, okay, this is my chance.
Time out. You avoided getting out the car for 10 to 15 minutes because of this.
Okay.
10 to 15 minutes is a long time. You mean like 2
Well,
minutes?
so look,
If you stayed in your car for 10 to 15
listen,
minutes.
Listen, no. It was a mixture between me being on my phone and me trying to avoid him as well. So it was like, I got sidetracked while I was trying to avoid this dude.
That
So
doesn't
anyway,
matter, bro. Let's think about how long 15 minutes is.
It goes by fast when you're on your phone,
All right,
though. You
I'm
know
gonna start.
that. I feel like you should know that.
Shush. I'm gonna start right now, and then I'm gonna tell y'all when 15 minutes from now. So I'm just putting that out there.
Okay, anyways, so I finally get out or whatever, and then I'm like getting my gas or whatever, and then this dude just pops up again, and I'm like, oh damn. So he came from afar though. I could see him coming, so I'm like, here we go. I already know he's gonna come over here.
I got my eyelash off. Okay, keep going.
Wow. Okay, so he's walking.
This is why I can't wake up
and
with
I'm like,
niggas the next morning. They're gonna be like, bitch, you just took your eyelash off? Yes, I did. Now what's up?
So he was walking. I'm like, all right, I already know this dude's about to come towards my car. So he starts walking, and then he kind of like makes it seem like he's gonna keep walking down the street, but he like made a sharp ass turn and then sat like right like on the other side of the pump, like where I was getting my gas at. I'm like, what do this dude want? And he like, yo man, so you got a buck. I'll W up next time I see you. I'm like, first of all, hi.
Nigga, address me before you speak.
First of all, hi. How are you doing? But anyways, he was like, yeah, you got a buck or whatever. I'll W up when I see you next time. I'm like, first of all, you don't know me, so you don't know if you're gonna see me another time or if you're not. Second of all, why are you talking to me too?
Wait, okay, he said he'll dub you up.
Double me up. So
he's gonna give
I give him
$2.
$1. He's gonna give me $2 next time.
Oh, shut the fuck up. That's what
Yeah.
that nigga lying.
Yeah,
It's like, what, you gonna give you $2?
Exactly.
He asking for $1, talking about you gonna give you $2 next time.
Exactly what I'm saying.
These homeless is something else. I know
Like
you lying.
they delivery becoming different now. No, so you really gotta listen to him. Like, damn, what this one gonna hit me with?
He hit you with the investment, bro.
He's
If you
gonna
invest
double me
in
up
me,
next time he see me.
I'm gonna flip this dollar into $2, nigga. Watch me work.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, bruh, first of all, you're not gonna see me again. Like, that's out for sure. He's like, he was trying to like go into this story of how he always sees this one dude in downtown Riverside. I'm like, bro, that's that dude, but you're not gonna see me again. Like, this is for sure.
I thought y'all was the same person. You can't tell black people apart.
He didn't say if he was black or white though, so we don't know.
He was black.
But anyway,
he was black with a little goatee and a clothing line. He
So-
thought he was you.
So that was my first experience with the homeless dude. Second was low-key Thursday after I came back from the gym.
It was low key Thursday, so what was it high key?
After it happened. So
Was it high key Friday? Was it like
So-
Thursday at 11:59? What is low key Thursday?
because today is what? Today is Saturday.
Today
yeah,
is so it was Thursday at 11:59. If it was low key Thursday, that
Anyways.
means it was almost Friday. What
Yeah,
is low key
so let's go with
Thursday?
that. Let's
All
go
right,
with that.
great.
We're gonna
So
go
it
with
was
that.
Thursday evening.
we're gonna go with that. So I get off the freeway or whatever, and I'm a kind-hearted person.
Why you laughing?
I'm a kind-hearted person. What just
Bill
happened?
just grabbed this bottle, and she was real disappointed when she saw that it's like a little drip drop left.
What, you only have one bottle?
No, I have another one, but we're not.
We got bottles. They got bottles. We got bottles. So we just gonna pour it all up.
what happened at 11:59?
All right, so 11:59. I get off the.
Low key Thursday.
I get off the freeway, right?
We're low key gonna release this on Monday. Low key Thursday is kind of crazy.
All
I
right.
don't know.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I'm not gonna be
I
able to
got
get
you.
over that, but I
Okay,
got
look,
it.
Look. So I get off the freeway, right? And so
I'm on a
when I
105
get off the
freeway.
freeway,
Going
I have to make a
110.
left towards my house. So I get off the freeway and I'm going, and I see this homeless dude. So first of all, I'm a kind-hearted person. I like to make people happy. I like to do what's
All right,
right.
humanitarian.
all that other stuff.
Yeah, you be
So-
making clothes for the homeless with
Yeah.
your humanitarian ass.
I actually did drop
Do
some
the-
clothes off to the homeless. But
Okay.
anyways,
It was royal clothing?
Anyway, it was actually.
Wow.
The homeless about to be fresh to the
But
mother.
anyways, so I seen this dude walking, and he looked like he was like dirty. Like you could tell like when somebody's a certain skin color and then they're darker because
Yeah, it
of
looked
how
like he
dirty
was
they
doing
are.
blackface, but he really just
Yeah,
was dirty.
yeah. So I seen him walking like the opposite way towards me, so I'm going this way and he's going that way, like north, and he's going south.
I hate niggas that do that. I hate niggas that describe things in north, south, east. I don't got a compass. I don't know. Was
North
it to
and
the
south
front?
is just forward and backwards. Are you
No,
kidding me?
no, north and south is not just forward and
How is
backwards,
it
my
not?
nigga. Because you can be traveling
How is
west.
it not?
If you're traveling west and going straight, you're not going north.
Well, she said north and south, which means it's this. Like,
But I'm saying you don't know into where respect where I am. You can't tell me that if I'm going east and I'm walking straight, you can't say I'm going north.
said him. He was going north.
And
The
the dude
person was going south.
So that's
Yeah.
opposite of north, which
It
is
has
this
nothing
way.
to do with Camille.
I know that's not what the fuck I'm trying to say, my nigga. I'm trying to say literally if I'm walking this way, right?
You're
And
going
I'm
north.
no, but what if I'm traveling west?
He said
Northwest.
He was going north, though.
No, you're not listening. I'm saying in real life. You talking? I said my major was earth science. I had a compass that I had to walk around with all the time. So when you tell me to go north, I could be walking east though, and you're saying, "Oh, they're traveling." Continue. Y'all about to piss me off. Cause y'all about to piss me off.
So anyway, so I see this dude walking on the street and he has no shoes on. And I just came from the gym, so I got my gym shoes on. So I'm like, okay, I'll just let him have these shoes. So I literally go to the light.
nice.
I go to the light.
Wait, Shaq, I don't have no shoes on right now. You got some shoes.
Anyways. So I go to the light, and then I turn around, and first of all, the lights on my street are literally the longest. So I'm like, wow, this dude probably gonna be gone by the time I get back over there. So I end up catching up to him. I park, and then I had to kind of like run up to where he was. And so when I'm walking up to him, he like bent over and he's like fixing something on his leg, and I didn't notice, but he had like a ankle bracelet on, ankle monitor, so he was supposed to be on house arrest. Mm-hmm. So he was like pulling his like pant leg over the top of it, but I didn't see that.
How far can you travel? Don't they start shocking you or something?
That's what I'm saying, because he was walking a long distance, so I was trying to figure out where exactly his house was. Yeah, so and I was like, yo, so I took my shoes off, and I was like, yo, put these shoes on, because he literally didn't have no shoes, no socks, nothing on, and it was like 90 degrees that day. So I was like, bro, I know your feet are hot. And so I took my shoes off, and then like I kind of tossed it to him. I was like, yo, put these shoes on. He was like, no, I have my own, and literally just kept walking. I'm like,
well,
all right.
Me, myself, and I.
Did you go get the shoes, or you just left them there?
No, I for sure not, because I low-key didn't want to give it to him. So I was low-key glad he didn't want them, but that's another part.
Nigga, you know. He said a prayer before, like, please don't take these shoes. Please don't take these shoes. I'm gonna offer him. But please don't take these shoes.
But I was willing to give them away, but since he didn't want them, I was like, cool. I wanted to work out again anyway. So, but that was low key like, because that put me in a situation like I was thirsty to,
to help.
Yeah, to help, because it was like
thirsty to be a good person.
It was like in front of a drive-through at like El Pollo Loco, so it was like hella people like watching. And somebody like blew the horn. I don't know if it was a good horn.
Did you get a
or
taco bowl from El Pollo Loco?
When did anybody hear me mention that I went into?
I don't know. I'm asking you, nigga. This is an interview. I'm asking you a question. Did you go to get a taco bowl?
I didn't actually. I was on my way back to the car, and then I went home after that.
Well, I'm very happy that your stories included you, trying to help. You were gonna give $1. Did you give him $1?
He didn't have the opportunity to ask me or get anything else from me after he said he had his own shoes, which he clearly didn't.
No, I'm talking about the other person before this story.
Oh no, I didn't give him no $1. That was out. I just gave him good conversation.
You just gonna come on here acting like you Saint Shaq, huh? This nigga, I give shoes to the homeless. And I only use recycled cotton for my clothes. Real humanitarian. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to say this. I can't stand. Oh, bottle's empty. I cannot stand when homeless men come up to me in particular, because I am a woman. I am a little person at that. Not like a little person, but I'm tiny, and I feel like you should not be coming up to me.
Okay, but also, has a homeless person ever tried to talk to you? Because I feel like that's kind of insulting.
Get the fuck out my face.
That kind of is a little insulting. Like, what makes you think that I really like?
I'm in a car.
Since you're our first person with a penis on this podcast, so can I ask you a question? What's wrong with niggas?
I feel like that's
like,
an indirect question.
I don't understand.
Question is so indirect.
Well, how do you feel about? Well, I guess I can't really ask you this because you a young fly nigga. But I be feeling insulted when niggas be like, trying to talk to me that are clearly way out of my league. Like, why do you think you could talk to me, bro? What's your take on that?
In a good way?
Yeah, I'm out of their league. Like, you're. What do you mean?
Shoot your shot.
But
you never know.
Nigga, homeless nigga.
I look like I got homeless pussy.
I'm in my freshly washed car.
So he probably just was trying to use that as an opportunity for a home for maybe the night or whatever.
Never. Has that worked before? I really want to know.
It hasn't, because he's still on the street.
But I'm saying, like, in the history, has a homeless person, like, baby
I
girl.
feel like maybe once or twice. There's no way. There's no way
he was just
we've come this
good
far
after
in
that.
America and nobody is taking home a homeless person. Like, there's no way. It has to happen at least once.
You gotta be a fine ass homeless nigga.
Yeah, like, only homeless nigga I'm taking home is like Michael B. Jordan acting as a homeless nigga, and I see him on set and be like, all right, come on home, bro, with your little wee wee. You got a little wee wee.
Oh my gosh! Wait, okay. Are you done with your menu?
Oh yeah, we was on her menu.
I told you I don't know. I'm hungover. I really do not know. I don't know what happened.
She didn't meet Nick Young. Like,
I didn't know what happened this week. I don't know. I forgot it all. My head is going like this right now, and I have to go volunteer after this at the you sound. Why are you laughing? You just tried to make yourself look like the saint nigga ordained. So let me get my shit off. I'm going to volunteer at the Special Olympics for Pacific Park. That's the pier. That's Santa Monica Pier. I know niggas probably don't know what it's really called, but it's called Pacific Park. But I gotta go volunteer for that after this. I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna do fine.
What are you nervous about?
I have not really had much interaction with special needs people.
Like I said before we started this, I said you've been around a few of your friends,
Shaq said.
and a few of them could fall into the category.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
We need the gun. We need the gunshot. Shots fired. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a 22.
I can't even do it.
Have you ever seen that video?
I have, so I know exactly.
That shit is amazing. But
special needs people are awesome. Just talk to them. They just want to have a conversation with you. Be nice, smile. They're gonna talk to you most of the time. You just talk back. There you go.
yeah, Heaven works with.
Special needs. Special needs. Yes.
I feel like every time I say, I'm like, let me just stop. Never mind. So yeah, I'm more worried about like my personal space because I know like, you know, the boundaries aren't really there.
I don't know much about the event because it's like different spectrum of autism, so they could be like high or low. So I would have to know that, but there is a possibility that they could be like high on the spectrum and be like on you. But I don't have enough information to tell you, so let's move on.
So good luck. All right. So now let's move on to other people's business. So the first thing I want to talk about is, so it was released that Issa Rae is about to come out with her new season of Insecure, and the theme of this season is going to be, what was it? Black men masculinity or something like that. Something about black men.
Yeah.
So what you feel about that?
What? It's just about black men? How am I supposed to?
Something about like black men masculinity. Hold on. It's in my phone's over there. Basically, let me tell you how I feel so you can say so you can listen to what I'm trying to say.
I feel like the last season was off black men.
You think so? You don't think it was about her? It was about
being a hoe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that I wouldn't want black men writing the show about shit that black women go through, is my point. Like, so I fuck with Issa Rae though, so I trust her. Maybe she has like hella black men writing for her.
She has other writers there that's gonna make, like, they're not gonna put out anything that's not accurate. The last 2 seasons has been very accurate. That's why people fuck with it, because it depicts L.A. or Inglewood in a, not, I won't say good, but in a really accurate way. So I think that she'll get it done.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, because I was just like, bitch, I don't want. Girl, it's open. It's open, and there you go get another bottle if you want to. Yeah, in the other room. But yeah, I didn't know how would you feel about a black woman trying to tell a black man's story? Because I don't like when black men do it for us.
I just feel like you just better have all your facts straight.
I mean, but y'all are trash, so that's gonna be there. Black men don't like hearing that they're trash, just like white people don't like hearing that they're white. You tell a white person that they're white and they get offended. You tell a black man that he trash, he get offended. You are basura.
Because no,
basura.
So all black. So you saying black men are trash?
In general, not all, but in general, the majority.
Because I'm a king, so, and we got a lot of kings out there.
Where they at?
We got a lot of kings out there.
Are they single?
Hey, they might be.
I have a charger over
It depends on where you're looking. So
you telling us I'm looking in the wrong spot?
Well, what about blind bitches? Because they got to deal with they got to deal with Asian niggas too. So now what? Talk about the depends.
Their relationships are built on trust. Purely trust and trust only.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Put your mouth on it.
Wow.
Yeah, Shaq. That's what you're supposed to do with it.
Wait, how would you?
I don't know. Well, I'm a virgin, but not of the mouth.
I almost dropped the mic.
All right. So next on our list, Amber
Put
Rose.
her name on her cup.
What? Oh, I drank out of all these cups before. I crissed them all in.
Definitely waterfalling everything now.
Shaq is just a little dick.
Like,
You got a little dick. You see what I did there? It's just a little peen. It never hurt nobody. It's not that big of a deal. But all right. So next up, Amber Rose teamed up with Fashion Nova. This royal sweater, $40, but these shoes, Fashion Nova. So she teamed up with Fashion Nova to release like some literal hoe gear. Like, and when I say hoe gear, I don't mean like some cute like outfits that you could wear when you hoeing. I mean literally.
Is that the shirt that says mother on it?
On the back, it's like a baseball jersey type of thing, and like a set. In the back of it says hoe.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
I think that's actually fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry. I understand the whole like reclaim yourself and be. You know, I'm a free person. You know, like I do me. I'm open. I got it. I'm not about to wear no shirt that says hoe on it. I'm just not gonna do it.
I just want to see the numbers. I want to feel like if she's doing numbers, Royal will have a season where
a whole season. He said if this shit take off, we gonna have a whole line.
Great.
I am just kidding.
It's gonna be progressive too, because it's a man doing it. Like, yeah, ladies, be free.
We've been asking for some hoe stuff though, so
yeah. No, let me take your mic real quick so you can't interrupt. We've been asking this nigga Shaq forever to just make like you only got to make like like a set of 5, literally.
We're just gonna throw ass in the club.
Just make some
New
shorts
Orleans.
for us that say Royal. You know how your shit could be booming.
We wanted like some sports bra, like some little booty shorts.
Yeah, like a little some booty shorts that say Royal, and maybe like a little crop top or a shirt, like a Royal little ghetto sweatsuit.
And this is when we was traveling a lot, so we could have been like.
We have been asking you for this since day one, and you won't give it to us. And I really feel like it would help.
Royal.
Yeah, boom.
In the club, Royal. Boom. Throwing ass, Royal.
Okay, so look. First of all, they don't want me to.
R-O on the left cheek, the Y on the crack, and then A-L on the other cheek, and then boom, it clap when I walk. Royal. You know how many niggas look at my ass every day?
Can I grow?
You know how many niggas gonna be looking at Royal every day if you just give me some ass shorts?
Look, here's what I'm saying though. I'm gonna get to the point where I can do that.
He gonna get to it,
but which is very soon actually. Without throwing any hints out there, it is very soon.
Royal lingerie coming soon.
Yeah, okay.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Yeah, that's a good idea. All
right, I need 20%.
But
and it better be better than Rihanna shit. Cause
Rihanna shit was basura. It was trash.
I thought all girls like everything that Rihanna does. Y'all didn't like.
I don't like everything that Rihanna does. I say that like everybody be like, "Oh, Rihanna is such a style icon." Like she be looking stupid as fuck sometimes. Now she.
But on me.
How what?
Her highlight looks horrible on me. So I don't like everything. It does. Like it just does not look right on me.
Is that the Fenty Beauty?
Oh, that's because 12-year-olds not supposed to wear makeup.
A new co-host coming soon.
She said that with a straight face too, so it might be.
So we're not for the Amber Rose hoe gear.
Yeah.
Not
at all.
I think that shit is trash. You telling me that you're gonna wear a shirt that say hoe on the back of it?
Well, if I were, I wouldn't. I would probably go to the Sloss and Swap meeting in May. I wouldn't pay for no hoe shirt. It's probably gonna be expensive. Well, it's Fashion Nova, so probably not. But no, I'm not purchasing anything. I haven't, and I won't.
I'm just trying to figure out what is the need to wear like a hoe. Like where I'm gonna wear that to?
I don't know. When you said you said hoe gear, and then you said it's not like booty shorts and stuff.
No, that's like I want Shaq to make hoe gear, as in like things that I would like could hoe in, but her thing literally says hoe on it.
But when you first said that, I thought you was saying like whole gear, like she gonna have like some whole shoes. This bitch having like she came out with a line of knee pads, hair ties, wipes for your face. That's really look some numbing cream for your throat. You thought it was a whole kit? Like she had like a whole kit. Like that would have been a good idea. She probably should have did that.
I'm low-key giving away ideas, bitch. Yeah, we're going to have your Brunchism whole set. Order it now. It comes with the whole bag. Wipes. A fresh set of underwear.
Custom condoms. Like
ice.
That's what she should have did.
Knee pads. Lube.
Stocking. pockets, all that, everything.
Everything.
But I
get
guess
your,
she
get
went
your
in a
whole
different
package
direction.
today. A free Uber ride. We got all of your whole gear.
He'll come with like, okay, I'm done. Let me stop.
No, come on, get in your whole bag. Let's hear it. What else is in your whole bag? What
No, it's gonna come with like two people, you know, like two men that
shit.
you could.
have it whole bag come with a train. Choo choo. I think I get.
Like call him, he'll pay you this much. This person pay you this much. Like a whole starter kit. Like this is where you start, you know.
And condoms.
I said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's cool. But Amber
And
Rose.
the Plan B pill.
No, for real.
But what we don't have is a shirt that says "hoe" on it.
Like no, that's no. But that's what I initially thought. But she got like whole baseball gear. Right, it's like a sports.
Hoes don't even play. Hoes don't even do sports.
I feel like she's done the slut walks and everything too. So how do you feel about that?
I mean,
That's technically the same thing.
So it's not.
So the slut walk
Oh,
originally started with like, it was supposed to be for, you ever heard of National Jean Day? I think it's called something like that. I don't know.
Some national kind of day.
Okay, but specifically the National Jean Day or something about that is like, there was a popular case where a woman was raped.
Oh.
And the judge was like, basically, if you didn't have those tight jeans on, he wouldn't have wanted to rape you. So now, like every day that your woman was, so the slut walk is supposed to be more like that, where it's like supposed to be more for like rape and like sexual harassment type of shit, where it's like women were asking for it because what she had on, she's a slut because of the way she was acting. Amber Rose turned it into more of a,
I'm a slut. Let's go out and get turned together at my parade.
pretty much like Amber.
That's the vibe I got from
Amber Rose made it into more like it's cool to be like get yours off when you can, which is true too, but it's just not the same objective of what the original slut walk is supposed to be. But either way, I'm still cool with the slut walk. Like I'm not mad at it. I'm not about to go to it. Like, I mean, that's fine. Get yours off. I don't need everybody to accept the fact that I do me. I do me and I don't. And I don't do you or I do you. Like that's pretty much what it is.
So while they were discussing the Amber Rose thing, I was getting some champagne. So it's just a shirt that says "ho."
My phone is charging right now, so I can't show you. But yes, like it's like
It was like a baseball jersey, something cute.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a baseball jersey, and the back of it says "ho."
Oh, that's why I said like a sports. Okay.
So, like, I guess the number on the jersey is how many bodies you got. So, like,
No.
no, I'm just playing.
I was about to say that's deep. That's deep.
All the niggas gonna multiply by 3, son.
Yeah, hold on. First of all, fuck J. Cole for that lyric. She said she only fucked about 4 or 5 niggas, so you gotta multiply by 3. Fuck you. If I say 4 or 5, it's 4 or 4.
That's why I say 3, because if you're gonna multiply, then you know what?
How many niggas you slept with? 1, 0. Anything times 0 is 0. None. I have not slept with any niggas. What are you talking about? Multiply that by 3. What is none? All right. So the last thing that I want to talk about, I guess, because Shaq is Kanye, but we could talk about that family again, I guess. So Kim went on CNN and talked about her meeting with Donald Trump. And basically found herself in a little pickle because the nigga that was asking questions was like really on her shit and she wasn't prepared. But she didn't say like that much during this. So she had cool media training. She just didn't realize that she was he basically asked her, the question where she got stumbled is he was asking her like, what do you feel about the fact that you was kind of used by Donald Trump? And she was just like, she basically threw her husband under the bus.
I didn't even watch the end. I just saw like she was just like stuck, like she didn't know what to say. She was like,
she was like, well, I mean, Kanye already endorsed him, so something like, bitch, you just
okay, all right.
She said he did it first.
Wow.
So I've just basically seen a lot of controversy with people like split because it's not like she did a bad thing, like she did help get somebody reduce jail time and possibly out of jail if they pardon it, because right now it's not pardoned, it's just like trying to get them out of jail, but it may be pardoned. So she didn't do a bad thing, but it's also like the way they marketed it was like she's going to meet with him for prison reform. You was going to meet with him about one ass person. And you did not change the whole system. You just got this one ass nigga out. And you only did that because your husband is trying to probably run for president later. Like, I just don't see this bitch caring. Like, next week we're literally going to see her titties again. I can tell you exactly how her titties and pussy look like.
Like, I wouldn't be mad if she would just, like, keep going then. Like, you did this, then it's a whole bunch of people that are in jail for petty shit or shit they didn't do. So keep going. You got her out. Or was it a guy? I don't even know. You got her out. Now keep going. Go get somebody else out. Clearly, he listening to you.
But mind you, this is a week after she had that argument with Rhymefest about an organization that's actually helping people in Chicago that she was talking about, I'm going to take over and my kids going to run it. Bitch, your kids don't even color inside the lines. How they going to run a damn business that's helping people out of Chicago? So it's like, you don't really want to help people. You just want the fame because you can be helping people that actually help people and know what they're talking about. You could have brought somebody who studied this shit to help you get your shit off and help with prison reform. Kim Kardashian, if I was in jail and...
I don't think she doesn't care. I think that she just has a fucked up way of going about things, but I think that since it's their work that she needs to just keep going.
I think she cares in a selfish way. She cares for the wrong reasons. Like, she knows doing this is going to help her look better versus just actually trying to help people. Because if she was actually trying to help people, there are plenty of ways she can do that without having to go meet with the president. Like, why would Kim Kardashian have to meet with the... I think it's somebody kind of related to her, Kanye, in some way. Distantly. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me. Signs, we miss you. You be knowing shit.
I don't know nothing, okay?
I don't be knowing shit. But you've listened to the album, so I'm not going to listen to it. The only songs I heard was the ones that's on the radio. I'm not going to do it.
So why won't you, though?
Oh, because Kanye is crazy. That's why.
Okay, I guess. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinions, you know. Me personally, I am.
Shaq hit me with the everybody is entitled to their opinion. Wow.
I am a Kanye fan. I don't agree with everything that he says and everything that he does, but me as an artist, I understand some of the things that Kanye does.
Like what?
Like the way he produced his album. Like, everything on his album is coming from him. Like,
yeah, I'm not worried. I understand. I'm not taking away from his music creativity and his music genius, but when you say the type of like dumb shit and hurtful shit that you say to our community, I can't help you support your dreams. I'm funding your money to fund your dumbass opinions and your dumbass.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's my thing. Here's my view on that. I feel like people say crazy stuff all the time. It's just not on TMZ. It's not on the news.
Okay,
like everybody's opinion isn't broadcasted. So
yeah, but if you're somebody that's a great point. But you're somebody that shit is broadcasted and you're influential and you have a platform and you have a voice. So you have to be careful with the shit that you say. And it's not like Kanye doesn't know that because this nigga used to be pro-black as fuck. Yeah. So it's not like you don't know that you have power in your words because you've seen them work before in other ways. So now you just do a whole complete switch up. I'm not fucking with it. He not stupid. That's one thing we can all agree on is Kanye is not a dumbass nigga. He's actually a very smart man. Yeah, he is. So you've spoken on these issues in the past and seen the wrong and like how black people are treating all of that shit, and all of a sudden you like, but slavery is a choice. Like, no, my nigga, you know what you're doing and you know that your words mean things and they have power and meaning. So I'm not gonna help support that. Like
I said, I don't agree with everything that Kanye says and does, but I do, you know, at to a certain degree, I understand where he's coming from sometimes.
Yeah, because he like white women. He trying to marry Kendall.
Yes, you know, that's why he over here speaking real nicely. He don't want to say anything.
Oh my God.
He's trying to make himself presentable to the white parents. It's okay. Susan's still gonna fuck with you, bro. Samantha is chilling. It's all right.
Shaq does like white women.
Funny. I don't discriminate.
You know I keep that white girl, Christina Aguilera.
I don't discriminate. It's all I'm going to say to that comment. That's all I'm going to say.
I do.
But anyways, like I said, I like Kanye. I don't like everything that he does.
Please don't do that on the mic no more.
But I'm an artist.
This nigga gonna clear his throat on the mic. Don't be clearing your throat all on the mic.
Anyways, I'm also an artist, so I understand where he be coming from sometimes.
So can we expect like some Confederate flag wear?
No.
Some MAGA?
No. But see, my whole thing is recently what I've been coming into realization on is I said
don't be scared.
Emotion creates art, and art creates emotion.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Yeah. We'll put that as an episode title. Deep, Mr. Deep Man.
Because that's really deep. Because that's really deep.
All right. All right, Shaq Badu.
Because
emotion creates art, and art creates emotion.
And it's a true statement.
And the motion of my ocean in this potion.
Okay.
And we get going and flowing. Vibes.
Flowing, huh?
Vibes, brunches, bitch. Royal. Because I'm loyal. Unlike these other. I'm sorry. All right, get your shit off. My bad. Get your shit off. Come on, Deep Man. I got you. I don't mean to mess it up for you and Samantha. She like niggas that do poetry.
Her name's Becky.
With the good hair.
Yeah.
Anyways, I say that because Kanye created this album, I feel like, off of a certain type of emotion, and I feel the same way because, for instance, my line, like I create a lot of the stuff that I create, and I feel like it's the hardest stuff. I feel like is based off of an emotion that I was feeling at that time. Like some of my hardest creations be off of a time where I feel like I was like the lowest, you know, which is rare, but it's like
way up.
It's rare because I'm always up. But you know,
I need to get him depressed so he can finish my damn jacket.
We need
that
to get
is
him depressed.
Honestly, maybe the nigga been too happy. That's the thing. I want my fucking jacket.
Yo, she's wild. She's wild.
Yo. You been all on your happy shit, nigga. The clothing been trash since you been happy. Why everything been going good, bro? Give me some emotion. You gave me this old happy ass sweater, nigga. I want the sad sweater. What is he talking about?
I'm just saying.
Comedy. Yo, that's comedy.
And if she ever had me bent, I don't know who she is. Switching sides on me, just know that I know where you live. And I ain't never had to bang, I'm good wherever I is. And I got brothers that'll run it up and handle my biz. And I've been hot since a teen when they gave me the key to the city. Fuck around and have to cry me the queen. Yeah, I'm blessed.
All right, y'all. So now it's time for the main course segment portion of the. What the fuck is that? This some new shit. I like it though. I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Siri.
Bitch, Siri could come on your laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, well, girl, I'm not talking to you right now. So this is the main course segment of the show where we get to learn kind of more about Shaq's brand. So first thing I want to ask you, I know that niggas be buying T-shirts and putting the logo on it every day, B. So I just want to know... like how do you feel branching off into this industry that's like really impacted, and how did you know that your shit was gonna be like different and unique from everybody else that's just basically putting like their neighborhood slogan on their T-shirt and trying to sell it as a clothing brand?
Okay. Well, first, can I start from the very beginning?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, because I got to give him a background.
Yeah,
you know,
Jesus was born in 2018. He died. 3 days later, he rose again.
No, like I gotta give like a whole background story of how I even got into the industry, right?
Oh well, yeah. I was gonna ask you that question. So just go ahead. No. You could. It's fine.
Okay, so I don't know if you know or not, but I was a football player for a long time. That was like my life. That was all I really knew. I ran track and everything.
Shaq used to have the spins. That nigga,
like
he hit you with the spin move quick. You was cold with the spin move. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I was like, football was really like, that was me. Like I thought like that was like what I was gonna do for a long time, and so I went to Sarah. That's how I know Camille. If y'all didn't know that, and so I graduated.
I went to high school in Houston with Meg Thee Stallion.
She's a liar. So I graduated 2011. 5 days after graduation, I went up to Portland. I had a scholarship for Portland State. Freshman year, everything went well. That was like my best season. I was second string all the way until like the fourth game of the season. Then the starting guy got hurt, so I was pretty much the starter for the rest of the season. And then like I was killing, like I was pretty good, so I thought that was gonna be good. And then my sophomore year, they brought in a dude from Maryland.
He looking at me like I know.
He was a transfer from Maryland, a running back from Maryland, the University of Maryland, and he was pretty good. And so I thought we were gonna like split up time. So that season didn't go as well as I expected to. I'm giving y'all just the rundown version of everything. And then so fast forward to my senior year, I finally get the shot. It's mainly me. I'm the senior. Everything that didn't go as well. Pro day came. I had a few workouts with a few teams, few Canadian teams. Everything didn't go well. So I kind of came to a point where I was like, what else am I interested in? Like, what can I make a living off of? I mean, not just necessarily make a living off of, but what am I equally passionate about the same way that I'm passionate about football? And I was like, I'm always into fashion. Like, literally every weekend whenever we didn't have practice or anything, I was literally in some type of store shopping for something. Even if I didn't have nowhere to go, I was just always kind of like into like clothes and
I was like, Shaq, can you roll me to the grocery store? This nigga coming fresh as fuck.
Like, I really I just enjoyed getting dressed for some reason. So I kind of figured it was this one time after one of my games, my mom used to come to all my games.
Shout out to moms.
Shout out moms. She used to come to all my games. So after one of the games, like my coach wasn't playing me, and I couldn't really figure out why he wasn't playing me. So I remember after the game, I was talking to my mom. Mom's gonna be there to support you. She's like, yeah, good game and everything. And I didn't really play. I'm like, Mom, I was literally boohoo crying to my mom. Like, Mom, like, why is he taking this drink from me? Like, why is my coach really like really changing my life? Because coaches have that ability. Like, if
they have that power for sure.
If they don't play you, then you won't get seen. So I was like, why is he taking this from me? And I was like, from that point on, I was like, I will never allow another man to dictate how my future is gonna go. And I was like, so I'm gonna start something to where I can be in total control. I can create something based off my work ethic, and everything will work out based off of how I execute. So I was like, I'm gonna go into fashion. This is something that I feel like I'm really passionate about. And so
what was it like for you to kind of because you say you've been playing football your whole life, so how was it like to kind of deviate from a path that you said? Like, what was it like going through that, just like mentally, like, damn, I'm about to go in a totally different direction from something I was preparing my whole life? Like, how did you prepare to take that step?
Man, it was crazy because, like I said, I started playing football when I was 3 at Inglewood. Shout out Inglewood Jets.
Oh my God, them niggas was ratchet. We used to go to their parties before back in the day.
Shout out to the Inglewood
we was
Jets.
Cheering Pop War. Do you remember that happened?
Shout out to the Inglewood Jets. So I started when I was 3, and literally football was literally like all I knew. So it was like that's all my parents expected. Like they.
Wait, time out. Why was he? Did we ever see you at the party?
Y'all probably did. I don't know.
I remember no niggas spitting on me, but all right. Forever.
All the way up until freshman year of high school.
Yeah, we should have saw you then.
Y'all probably saw me, but I don't.
You would have remembered us.
I don't.
We're unforgettable. Unforgettable. Lawndale Cardinals. Yeah, we banging on you. Talk about the Inglewood Jets. I don't give about no damn jet.
Who bangs Pop Warners?
Y'all mascot was a technology. It was a plane. All right. The green cockroaches. Our videographer cheered for. We was all in Pop. We was all Pop Warner kids. So we got Lawndale Cardinals, Inglewood Jets, and Gardena Seminoles, aka the green cockroaches. Inglewood Seminoles, Gardena Mohicans. Yes, sorry, Gardena cockroaches. There's so many of them bitches everywhere, just everywhere. Yeah, big. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this interview. I couldn't stand y'all.
So
just everywhere, green, loud, dancing.
like I was saying, so football was what I was doing since I was 3. So my whole future was low-key just built off of the idea of me going to the league and then me, you know, getting a house for my parents, everything. Like, that's
a car for me.
Yeah, like everything. Like that's the whole idea that everything was kind of like based off of. And so when I came to the point where I was like, okay, now I may need to start looking for other options, because, you know, only 1% makes it in the NFL. And not saying that I wasn't going to be that 1%, but because I definitely felt like I was going to be part of that. But, you know, once you get to that point where you really get tested, you really got to have some thick skin. You really got to have your head in it. And I don't know if I was 1,000% in. I know I was probably 900%, but 1,000, I don't know if I was all the way in after I kind of seen like how stuff was going. So I kind of came to the point where I had to talk to myself, and I was like what do you really see yourself doing? Like, what do you want for your life? How do you want to live? Stuff like that. And then I had to kind of, when I was getting into in the fashion world, I kind of had to ease into it and then kind of let my parents know like what I was doing, because, you know, they kind of like support pretty much everything that I do. So, and, you know, my
Facts. Your parents are mad supportive.
My dad was
them niggas
like,
support me.
Facts, though, that's true. Shout out my parents. So my dad was like really like big on me, like going to the league. All his friends at work would like be expecting me to like get picked up by teams and stuff. And then he used to always tell me like, yeah, so and so said good luck with this week, because, you know, you're gonna get drafted by the Chargers and all those. I'm like, yeah, that's cool and everything. And then I like, when I was getting to the fashion, like, he kind of didn't really know, you know, like how to accept it in a way. And I would always kind of feel some type of way, because every time like I would hear him talking to his friends or whatever on the phone, and they like ask like what I'm getting into, he'd be like, yeah, he's doing his thing right now. He's trying to like figure it out, but he would never mention like what I'm actually doing.
Actually doing
that I'm
fashion.
like in the fashion and all this other stuff. That was like in the beginning and everything.
That brings up a good point. I feel like a lot of people go through that, like even with this podcast and shit. Like, you know, your parents brag on you, man.
Yeah.
They kind of project a little bit on what they want you to do, like, and you tell them that you switching it up, and they kind of just, well, first question is, how that's gonna make you money? That's not gonna make you any money.
Exactly.
So why are you doing that? And then it's just kind of like, I'm not really behind this vision. I've been telling everybody else that you're doing this, and now you coming up and telling me that you want to do clothes. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly. Yeah.
So like, how was that like adjusting to kind of telling them that you was switching up your whole shit? And is he still like, is he better now? Is he still getting used to it?
So I'll tell you, it was this one time. This was when I was still living in Hawthorne, so probably like 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago.
Missed that house, man.
Yeah, damn, that house has some memories.
That house is legendary.
That house for sure has some memories. But so I remember I came home one time, because I had already talked to my mom. I feel like I talked to my mom about more things than I can with my dad in a way.
Facts.
I don't know why that's like that, but
because moms are like nurturing and shit, and they were like they literally carried your ass.
Yeah, right.
Dad's just nutted and then left for 9 months, came back and was like, oh baby, oh. They didn't have to do shit. They wasn't waking up with cramps or pushing or none of that shit.
All right,
I'm just saying.
We know about this bash all the dads out there.
Yeah. Oh, because I forgot you're a dad, so you know what?
Going to be a dad.
Shaq, you have a child.
Day. One day.
Shaq got a child. He trying to deny it.
One day. Anyways.
All right, Drake, deny your child.
It's too soon. That's literally too soon.
The story of Shaquille. You are hiding a child. I'm just saying. He don't really have a child, y'all. He's really good with his goddaughter, and I always be giving him shit for it. But continue.
I just love kids. But anyways.
Can't relate. Keep going.
So I had already talked to my mom, so she kind of already had an idea of like how I was feeling about everything, but she still was kind of like on the fence about it. But I remember I came home one time and they both were in the den, and some of my like clothing things were like in the den. So I went in there, and then I'm not really sure how the conversation came up, but I think my dad like asked me like, all right, so like what are you doing now? Like are you still into football? Like are you still working out? All that sort of stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm still working out and everything, but I'm not putting all my time and energy into football anymore. Like if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I was like, I'm really into fashion right now. I have my line because at this time I had already started my line. So I was like, I'm into my line now. I'm into fashion. I like dressing. I like doing all this other stuff. And he was like, okay, that's cool, but I thought you were into football. I was like, yeah, I mean, I like football and everything. And if, like I said, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. He was like, what do you mean if it doesn't? I'm like, take it however you want to take it, but I'm kind of moving in my own terms. Like, I kind of want to do something that's going to make me happy. I kind of lost the passion. I told him I kind of lost the passion for football. I don't have that same drive that I did when I first started or like a couple years ago or anything. I was like, now all that drive and everything has kind of shifted into the fashion world. And he kind of really didn't know how to take it, and I kind of broke it down to him. I was like, honestly, I feel like as a black man growing up in the community, it's like kind of all you know is like sports, you know? Like they kind of like groom you on this idea of the only way you're going to make it and everything is if you are either a football player or a basketball player, or if you play, like
a rapper.
Yeah, like, and I kind of just felt like that's kind of how I felt growing up. Like that, all I knew was football, so that's all I kind of focused my energy on. And I kind of was mad at myself when I got, of age to kind of understand that there's more to life than
like you limited yourself.
Yeah, like
put yourself in the box.
Because I mean, like, even in college, like I feel like I didn't make enough connections because I was always at football practice. We always had something football related to where I couldn't even really go out and really connect with different people and network the way I should have because I was always doing something football related. And I feel like that I should have, took more time to kind of set those types of things up. So I was telling my dad, I was like, we're kind of groomed. Like society wants us to just be like football players, basketball players, but I want to do something different. I want to introduce other young black men into something that can also make them money, something that can also change the community in a different way. And you don't have to play football. You don't have to play a sport to be successful.
That's so trash. You brought up a good point about how, like, I never really thought about that, to be honest. When you're playing collegiate sports, so much of your time goes into that where you don't get a chance to like connect. And you also said earlier that only like 1% of players make it to the league. So how's only 1% of players gonna make it to the league, and you're not even giving these college students that are bringing you hella money into this college chances to have a plan B? You're not even giving me a chance to have a plan B while I'm in school. Exactly. Because football is taking so much of my time that I'm not getting paid for, and now all these schools are getting paid for, and I'm probably not gonna make it to the league. Like that's crazy.
It gets so deep. I've done so many papers on why college athletes should get paid, everything like that. But that's a whole nother story. But
I'm with that, by the way. If anybody was running, I'm all for college athletes getting paid. That's fucking crazy. The damn college coaches is millionaires.
That is.
And as somebody, and I played rugby, and rugby wasn't NCAA, so it wasn't even like as intense as it is playing NCAA, but it still was hella intense. So I could only fucking imagine, like, that shit took up all of my time. It's
crazy. Like, all the only traveling,
and you bring so much money into the school.
It's crazy.
They talk about you get free tuition, like, and this nigga is a billionaire because of me. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? You better give me my percent. And nigga can't get a car. A nigga can't get some Jordans.
Exactly. I feel like it's something that people who
can't even get indoors. Can I get indoors? Just send me some sweatpants.
People who
EBT. Please. Nigga just want some food. Damn. I can't work. You know why? Because I'm at practice all the fucking time. Like, are you kidding me?
Exactly. Speaking of that, I actually had a job for, I think, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've never known this nigga to work. The only nigga, Shaq, you got a sugar mama, for real. Like, this nigga stay fly.
I had a job
Get
for
a
2
nice
weeks.
car, everything. This nigga has never had a job.
This is a sidebar, by the way. This is a sidebar. I had a job for 2 weeks at Abercrombie. I only went.
Oh my God. You look like an Abercrombie ass nigga.
Only reason I did it.
You still got the perfume?
Okay, this is crazy. So only reason I did it because my teammate, who was actually like, our lockers were next to each other. So he had came in the locker room one
yeah,
time.
we're locker friends.
Wow. Okay. So
all right, slow down, bitch. All right, we got it. It's champagne. Pouring a whole damn bottle in the cup.
So he had came into the locker room one time. He was like, yeah, this lady approached me today, and she was like, yeah, we're having openings at Abercrombie or whatever, and if you have any friends that you think would want to come in and possibly work for Abercrombie, you can tell them to come in.
So basically Abercrombie inspired Royal.
Hell no, it didn't have nothing to do with this at all. Nothing.
No, it could have been you saw how trash that shit was. He was like, I know I could do better than this.
No. This story leads nowhere. Just giving you a heads up. Nowhere. But anyway, so I was like, yeah, so I'll do it. So I didn't even have no interview or anything. Like the day I went in, they was like, yeah, so
yeah, because you was buff, bro. That's all they really need. What? That's what they.
So look,
you ever seen a non-buff person
Let me get to my
Abercrombie?
Let me get to my position though. So I signed up and everything.
You was the nigga outside rubbing oil on his titties.
I'm thinking I'm about to have an easy job. I'm just about to be outside, just standing around, everything.
They had you in the back lifting boxes.
They had me in the back breaking down boxes, taking out the trash.
They said, "Hey, pretty boy, you got to work your way up to the front."
They had me taking out the trash,
and basura,
folding and steaming shirts in the back. I'm like, yo,
this nigga said, "I'll never be folding and steaming shit again. I make my own shirts. You motherfuckers gonna be steaming for me."
That's comedy.
All right, so I mentioned earlier about wait, what's funny?
That's funny.
What the helicopter? Oh, niggas be doing crime. I can't do nothing about that. I hope you get away, bro. Unless you kill somebody, then I guess I hope you get caught. But anyway, so I mentioned earlier that there's like a flux. Flux is not the right word. Plethora.
Yeah,
there's hella people who do clothing lines and just like basically slap a logo on the shirt. Where do you find your inspiration and your creativity to give us something different? Because I know it's no matter how much I say it's not biased because you my best friend. I'm really not being biased in saying that your shit is actually like creative and different than other people. Like I definitely know other people who have clothing lines and I'm not about to buy your white t-shirt just with your logo on it. What does that do for me? You actually are giving us like different looks and you have like different themes and seasons when you drop. So where do you pull your creativity from?
I am inspired by everything, honestly. Like I was mentioning earlier, like a lot of the things that I create come from emotions that I'm feeling at the time or something that I've felt at a time, like for example, what's an example that I could use? Loverboy. Loverboy comes from
holy shit. Hey, let me tell you something. When Shaq dropped that shit, I was like, I may know what this is about. That shit, that time, and I was like, "Ooh, wait a minute, hold on, I just got off the phone with you, bro. You dropped this quick."
That is funny.
That's because I get the exclusives because I know the CEO.
Okay. So, well, that's a specific piece. I won't talk about a specific piece, but I'll talk about like a collection. Like, so my collection, Mind Control, that comes from. So, I was going through some stuff towards the end of last year, and January 1st comes, everybody wants to have their New Year's resolutions, all this other stuff. So I was like, I need to tap more into how the mind works, how to take more control over my life, So I was like, I need to try to understand about life more, I felt like. So the idea behind mind control is your perception is your reality. So whatever you think in your head is how the world is kind of going to react to you. So if you have control over your mind, you basically have control over your life. Whatever you think is literally how the world is going to react. So with each piece, it was kind of like a connection back to an emotion that I know I was feeling, and I know that other people, because I'm human. So of course somebody else.
Oh damn, you're not a cat.
feeling the same way at some point in time in their life. So I feel like my inspiration comes from literally everyday life. Like I can be driving down the street and I'll see somebody doing something, or I'll see a sign or something to where I feel like, oh, I can create something off of that, or I can connect with somebody else in the world based off of this feeling, because like I said, we're human, so we all have the same sort of feeling. So whenever you can connect with somebody on a deeper level other than having a logo on a shirt, it'll go further than just fulfilling your dream of having a clothing line or something like that. So if you can connect with somebody emotionally, mentally, physically, then I feel like it'll make deeper connections. So I feel like my designs come based off of that feeling of.
This nigga giving grade A answers. I didn't even tell him about these questions. He just got this shit, y'all. He got it ready in the bag. All right, so earlier we mentioned about how you've definitely had some big names in your clothing brand already. I never really asked you if you like me hyping you up like that, but I'm gonna do that shit anyway. I'll speak for you. You don't gotta speak for yourself. I got you. I'm gonna hype your shit up.
Best friends are for.
So what was it? What am I trying to ask? Basically, like, did you make your price go up on niggas after that? Did you tell niggas you got to step to me different? Like I'm here. One thing that I've always liked about your brand, my pockets didn't like it, but I've always liked that you are like, since you came out, you set a standard of this is how much my shit is gonna cost. This is how much it's worth. You didn't give us shit though. Some people raise their prices and they give us like shit that's not quality. You gave us quality shit. And it's definitely worth the price after you pay it, but you gave us quality shit. So you kind of set the standard of this is where I'm at with it, period. This is how it's going to be. Yeah. How do you think that kind of, what are the pros and cons of like, basically you already set your stuff to like an elite standard and then later seeing it actually pay off and having elite people actually wearing your shit? How did that change?
I mean, that goes back to what I was saying about mind control. Like before I even started, I was like, I'm going to create something and I'm going to create something that people will actually want to spend their money on. I'm like, because I've always been artistic, so I kind of always knew that I had the ability to create things that people will possibly like. So I'm like, when I create this line, I'm not going to have it just be a line that everybody can afford. If you can't afford it, then it's just not for you at that time, you know? Louis Vuitton don't go on sale.
Get your pockets up. All right now, come on, say that again.
Louis Vuitton don't go on sale.
Come on now, one more time.
You don't see no Gucci
Louis
on
Vuitton
sale.
Don't go on sale.
You know?
Come on now.
So,
you don't see Rolls Royce talking about it's a Memorial Day weekend sale.
Exactly. So if it's not for you,
like
you know, you just got to save up until you can afford it. And that's not no shame on anybody. But I just feel like that I want to come in with that standard to where people understand what quality they can expect from the brand. Because if you come in asking $15-$20 for a shirt, you get what
you're gonna get a $15 shirt.
Like my dad always says, you get what you pay for. So if you expect to get a $15 to $20 shirt, then you gonna get that type of quality. So when I came in, I was like, I'm gonna create something that people will actually want to wear, enjoy wearing, are comfortable wearing it, and get compliments while they're wearing it. So I was like, this is how I'm gonna have it. And then when different artists and athletes have actually worn the stuff that I created, it's like I envisioned this happening before it actually happened. So I
don't think y'all understand. Really. Russell Westbrook, the MVP, averaged a triple-double 2 years in a row. My favorite basketball player, also a Los Angeles native, was wearing this shit nigga twice. He's a fan. Like, he's a fan. Like, oh, he went to high school with Heaven. Like, look, he went to the same high school as Heaven. He was graduating when she was coming in. But listen, I don't know. That shit was so crazy. We were literally, I was with these bitches. We was at the bar, eating tacos, watching the game. This nigga walked through. I'm like, I know that jacket. I know that logo. Wait a minute. We start going up. There was another time where I was like drunk and we seen some guy like wearing your shit when we was out on the town. And I was like, hey, I know the CEO. Hey, I know him. I got a shirt too. It's really crazy. It's crazy. You definitely seeing how much your shit has like taken off. I definitely appreciate how much work and time is definitely shown how much work and time you put into this. So what is Tell us what's like the craziest or like most insulting price or thing that you have to deal with, like working with like a model or like a promoter or something like that you're trying to work with. Tell us a crazy story about working with like somebody that maybe gave you like a ridiculous stupid ass price or something to post something, or like working with a model and they had crazy ass dumb demands.
That's a tough one. Well, so here's the thing. So luckily, since we have like crazy designs, people love our stuff, right? So a lot of the times we try to work with models and artists that don't really charge, and that will, take clothes as a collateral for their work or whatever. That's actually happened a lot. So we kind of gravitate more towards those type of people who will willing to, trade, our product for their services. But there has been times where we had to, pay a couple models a little bit more than what they were actually worth. But I mean, hey, to each his own. The same way how I price certain things, a certain price for whatever reason, is the same reason why they probably want to charge us that. But that was kind of more towards the early stages, where we had to kind of deal with some people who overcharge. But you
haven't had nothing like crazy
nothing super crazy besides we had a pop-up in San Francisco at an Amine concert. This was like...
Who?
Amine, the dude that sings that song Kehlani.
I thought his name was Anime.
Amine, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
you learn something new every day. I'm like, who the fuck is Anime, nigga? Where you branding your shit at? What concerts you going to? Yeah. I thought, all right. Like, I thought we was talking about quality, right. But great. But okay. I didn't know his name was Anime.
They want to charge.
What kind of name is that?
Off the back, they were trying to charge, I think it was like $1,400 or something to actually just be at the event.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like they was really like taxing us to like be there or whatever. And then I remember when we got there, we was setting up and everything, and then we was talking to like other vendors that were there, and they were like, we only paid like $100 to be here. We only paid
all right.
Yeah. So we was like, hold on, because I just transferred $800 to his account the other day. So what you mean you only paid like $150 to be here? They was like, we only paid like $100 and this and that, and it was nothing close to what they told us to pay. And at that stage when we were still being early, anything that anybody come to us with that sounds legit, we was gonna be like, damn, this is an opportunity, So we was all for it or whatever. And then when we found that out, we was like, what you mean? So we paid, we ended up paying, I think we paid like $300. But this is after the fact that we found out that everybody else.
Yeah, so you have to press them like, "Hey, bro, give me my money back."
So after we pressed them, because I think we paid like low-key over $1,000, and then after we pressed them, we ended up getting like $500 of it back. So we ended up paying like, like $300 or $400 to be there. But that was probably the biggest amount that we had to pay.
Hey, so speak up for yourself, y'all. Like, on some real shit. Don't be scared, because they really tried to play you. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What is like the craziest or funniest interaction you had with a customer? Have you had any like funny interaction? Did a bitch try to talk to you or something if you was dropping some clothes off? Like, what's the craziest? Hey, have you been getting bitches from this? Is that wrong for me to ask you? It's a personal. It's supposed to be a personal. Do bitches be on your shit now? Like, ooh, are you the nigga from Royo? Can I get a sweater? I heard you was coming out with a whole line. Tell us some funny customer interactions.
Funny customer interactions. Let me see. Honestly, because we've only done a few like times where we've actually been out in public. But
one of them was at my event.
Yeah,
A Toy to Remember. Season 3 coming in December.
There hasn't been. Well, actually, okay. I'll give you one. I remember me and Ish. Shout out Ish, my business partner.
Damn, we've been recording for an hour and 39 minutes, and it took you that long to shout out Ish. But shout out Ish. My business
Shout
partner.
out Ish, man. Shout out
Papa Ish. That's what I know him as. He a deep ass nigga now. I don't know if he still go by Papa Ish. Maybe Father Ish now.
Anyway,
he's not gonna listen to this shit. He not gonna know I said that.
So we did a little pop up in Venice Beach on the street called Abercrombie. They have this thing called, I think it's like First Friday or something, where they have a lot of like people come out on the street and they like set up and they sell things, whatever it is. Like it may be like clothing. They have like food trucks and everything. So we set up this one Friday, and like we were getting a little bit of traffic. This is I want to say like maybe a year or so ago. So this was before the like my designs and everything really started getting like real good. But this is when I was doing like the customs.
Oh, so he was trash.
I was still growing is what I would say. I was still growing. So I was doing the customs at that time. So you know, customs were A1.
Yeah.
So,
Facts.
I remember this dude had came and he was talking to us. I forgot where he said. I think he was from like England or something, but he was like an artist. Like he was like a music artist. So he was like, yeah, bro, I really mess with your stuff. I stay at this place down the street or whatever. I stay with like this family or whatever. And
he got adopted?
I don't know what type of situation they had going, but it may have been his like relatives or whatever. But I stay in he was like, I stay in this house down the street, and I know people. I know they'll like mess with your stuff or whatever. So he was like talking to us for a while, and then he had bought some stuff, and then he had left, and then like I guess the family from the house that he was staying in, like they had came, and then it was this one little girl. She was probably like, I want to say maybe like 15, 16, and I had made this like crop hoodie sweater, and she was like going through all the stuff or whatever, and she picked out like this crop hoodie sweater. So she picked it up and she tried it on. She was like, "Wow, this is really nice." And I was like, "Yeah, it looks good on you." You know, I'm trying to make a sale.
Yeah, all my shit is nice. Yeah, what you saying?
Right. So I'm like, "Yeah, like I know it looks good. Like it looks good on you. You should get it." And she was like, "Okay, yeah." So she was like, "Yeah, I'll go get my dad, and then I'll come back, and then I'll have him get it, and then I'll just have it." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So she left, and then she came back with her dad. She literally came back with her dad. And she was going through everything again, like she didn't know what she was gonna get.
Oh,
and
this bitch is sneaky.
Yeah, so she was she was setting it up.
Samantha doesn't have to set up for her dad. She already know how to get this nigga.
She was setting it
she
up.
She act like it's her first time.
She picked it out, and then she tried it on again. She's like, "Dad, I like this one." And her dad was like, I guess he was some type of businessman or something. And he was like, so he was like on the phone the whole time, like she was like looking or whatever, and like the whole time she was looking, she was like trying to get his attention, like, "Dad, like look at this, like Dad, this is nice too," like. But he was like, yeah, but he was on the phone the whole time.
Oh damn.
Yeah, like
Pops
so
don't give a fuck.
It was one of those type of situations. Yeah.
Did you charge him $300?
Yeah, so
you made your money back.
so she was
you
like,
could have told that nigga you was like
so,
Reggie Bush or something. He wouldn't have known.
I'm getting there. So she was like, "Dad, I like this one," and she had the crop sweater again that she had picked out from the beginning. And he was like, "Why is it made like that?" And she was like, "I don't know that, but I like it. Like it fits me. Like this is perfect." And he was like, "Yeah, I don't know." And then he was like, and then I guess she convinced
like, "Dad, you been on the phone the whole time.
Right.
It shrunk while you was on the damn phone. Buy me the sweater."
So she eventually was like convincing him to get it. So he's like, "Okay, whatever." So he came up to me and he was like, "Yo, so how much is this?" And I was like, "That's $90." And he was like, "$90? Like what do you mean? I can go make this at the house."
Well, do it.
I was like, I understand you probably can, but it won't be the same quality. It won't be the same design, and you won't get as many compliments as she's gonna get when she wears this sweater. And he was like, why is it $90? Like you don't have to get it, but this is my craft.
Sir,
this is what,
when you go out to eat
and
you order an omelet and they tell you the price, do you ask them why this is the price, or do you order your motherfucking omelet and eat
I said this is something that I put my pride and joy into. This is something that I dedicated my life to.
Now you gotta explain yourself to a white man.
Like, so if you like, you don't have. I was like, I said it politely as I can. I said, you don't have to buy it.
Oh, I thought you were about to say if you don't have it, it's cool.
No,
I was like, damn, bro, you can't. Hold on now, Shaq. I don't think you could be saying that to customers. Like, if you broke, I mean, if your pockets ain't up, I mean, that's unfortunate, bro. But you gotta move on because Bentleys don't have sales.
I should have dropped that.
You should have said that
That's
line to
funny.
that nigga. Like Louis Vuitton don't have sales, so if you ain't got
I
it,
told him, I was
the
like,
fuck on.
I was like, you don't have to buy it, but this is my price. Like, this is what I price the things that I spend my time into. So if you don't want it, like that's completely fine. And then she was like, Dad, come on, I want it. So he eventually ended up paying for it, but that will probably be the craziest experience that I had, really trying to convince this guy why he should spend his $90 on a crop sweater for his daughter. That's probably the craziest so far, because we've only been into it for like 3. This is year 3.
Damn, I
so.
thought I was the craziest customer. I got to step my game up.
Yeah, so y'all gotta come a little bit harder.
Yeah, we should be the craziest customers. You know why? Because we've been asking for our whole gear for hella long. So, anyway, tell everybody where they can find you, where they can find your brand, where they can buy some gear.
On Instagram, Royal versus Everybody. That's RoyalVSEVERYBODY. I really had to think about that.
This nigga happy he could spell. He told us about how college all he did was play football. He ain't got no classes. He like, damn, I can still spell.
Hey, she got me messed up because I for sure won a spelling bee in the 2nd grade. So
before you start
spitting
spitting on the mic and shit. They gave it to you because they was wet. They were drenched. They was trying to go home. They actually spelled the source. They was like, fuck. This nigga, here, you won. Great, you got it. Let's go.
Hey, yo, she's mad disrespectful.
Your website?
The website. What is the website?
Oh, wow. I don't know. Nigga, it's yours.
That is, the website is...
It's royalversuseverybody.com, isn't it?
It's definitely the same thing as the Instagram.
Yeah.
Royal versus Everybody. I was just playing. I knew that the whole time. I was just playing.
Yeah, enter your code /Brunchism to get 10% off. Psych!
Hey, no. Seriously, though. If y'all listen to this podcast, I'll give y'all 15 to 20% off of anything on the site.
Wait, can you give us a code?
Because
it's only going to last until we'll make it go to like Wednesday.
I will give you the code personally to where you can post it on the Instagram. So whoever
that's what I'm saying.
Listening, I'll give you a code to where whoever's actually listening can put in the code, and then
like say the code. You haven't made it yet. What you gonna make it? Ism. Enter.
Royalism.
Well, that's what this episode was gonna be called anyway.
Oh, well,
enter Royalism and you get your discount.
ROYAL.
Damn, you probably won't look as good as me in this. Like, what bitch you know can really be hungover and look this good in the sweater? All right. So y'all, I hope y'all you did really good in this interview.
Oh, we done right now?
Yeah, you got. Oh, unless you got some more shit you want to get off your chest about your clothing line.
I mean, I could do this. I could do this all day. You know, I was prepared for some situations like this.
All right, let's move on. Oh, yeah, that's true. You just dropped 2.2 Royal 2.5.
Oh, okay. So she's asking about the 0.2 that's on.
Don't tell me what I'm asking about. I asked what I'm asking about. Don't tell me what I'm trying to say.
She's asking about the 0.2 that's on the end. So, as everyone pretty much knows, Royal is a pretty general term. So that's kind of what we were going off of, like the first year and a half that we had the brand. And it was sticking, but we kind of had to, add a little bit to it to where it kind of stands out more than, just the regular term that everybody pretty much sees everywhere, because the word Royal is pretty general. So the number 2, like I said, I've been playing football since I was 3. So the number that my dad had gave me that I literally had all the way up till college was number 22. So I had 22 from the age of 3.
This nigga love that number. He can't even say it right. He love that shit. 22.
I had number 22 from the age of 3 all the way up till freshman year of did I have that in college? I mean, high school? Yeah, I had that. I'm tripping. I had that in
definitely had that in high school.
Yeah, I definitely had that in high school. So I had that all the way up to high school.
I didn't have no nigga, so I used to put Shaq number on my face when I was cheerleading.
The number 22 was real. Like, this was a real thing. So, and my dad gave me that number because he was number 88, but he wanted to give me my own identity. So he chose 22. So that's pretty much what I've been sticking to since what I stuck to all the way from Prop 1 to high school. And then when I went to I got the scholarship to play.
Are you a junior?
Huh?
Are you a junior?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So I got the scholarship to play at Portland State. When I came in, I actually had got promised because I was pretty good. So they promised me like some of the best numbers. I actually got promised number 6. So I was gonna be number 6 when I came
Drake.
in. All right. But
October is very old. Number 6 at running back. It's Shaquille Richard.
Anyways, long story short, I ended up not getting number 6, and then so in college you can have two of the same numbers on the same team. Like if there's a guy on defense that has number 22, like there can be a guy on offense that has 22. But so I guess my school wasn't on that. So yeah, my school wasn't on that. So when I went there was a dude that already had 22 on defense. I thought I was for sure gonna be able to still get it, but they didn't give it to me. So
you couldn't just wear his like switch real quick when you was going to the game.
Nah, they didn't let me do that. So I had number 20. So I was still trying to stick to the 2s or whatever. So since I couldn't get 22, I was like, I'll get number 20. So I had number 20 my freshman.
Don't got the same ring, but
my freshman and my sophomore year. And then my junior year, I switched to number 2. And that's just, basically taking off the 0. But anyway.
Quick math.
But I still want to stick, something along the lines of what I had already pretty much been identifying myself as, which was the 2.
Oh, so you been with the 2 shit. So you like, here come Roy with the 2 shit.
Yeah.
So you might be giving us some of your best work with the 2 shit.
So look though. So with the 2, and you know how I already gave my story on how football didn't end up working the way that I wanted to, but it served its purpose in my life. It got me my full scholarship. I graduated from college, everything like that. So it served its purpose. But I feel like the number 2 signifies a lot of things, and this goes for Ish as well. He feels the same way because he was number 20 in college at Northridge. If a lot of people didn't know that.
Shout out to Ishmael. Hoop dreams, basketball, not football, y'all. Different sports. Ishmael's balling.
The 2 kind of signifies, for me, it signifies a second endeavor, since fashion is like the second endeavor that I kind of got into after my first love, which was football. I
really like that shit. I see where you're going with it.
The 2 represents continuing the legacy of the 22 and the 20 that both me and Ish had coming up to the point where we are now. So it's kind of like, for me, it was like continuing the legacy of number 2 from my senior year when I graduated college. That was my last year. I like I said, I had number 2. So it's continuing that legacy.
It would have been even more better if you dropped off your second year of college.
Wow.
There would have been 2s everywhere.
So that's that, and then the 2 also signifies. What was that? I low-key lost my train.
Why'd you just lean over like that? I stink.
Because I was thinking.
This nigga leaned over like.
Wow. I was thinking. So the 2 is our second. The 2. Okay, sorry. The 2 signifies everybody gets a second opportunity at life. I feel like. Okay. Like you try one thing one time, and it represents like a second chance, a second opportunity to kind of like prove yourself to yourself or to the world, or just in general. Like you get another opportunity to manifest your dreams and create the future for yourself that you've always wanted. Like it's a second opportunity. So my first opportunity was me trying to create that through football. So that didn't work. So now fashion is kind of like my second dream. So I feel like everybody kind of gets a second opportunity in a way sometimes. So yeah, the 2 signifies a lot. I can talk about that a lot, but yeah.
I really like that. I like that. All right, y'all. So he let you know where you can shop and find his clothing brand. You want to drop your personal shit too, or you good? You don't need no more bitches coming in your DMs.
It's Shaq taught me.
I don't think we have any white people on here, so I don't think you want any of our listeners.
She's out of pocket.
Hey,
My
y'all, fun fact. Last weekend, last week's episode, when I was talking about somebody like a white person, I was talking about him. He called me like, really? You just gonna talk about him? He knew it was about him. That shit, it tickled me. But all right, y'all, let's move on.
Chickity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Chickity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Come on, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Cause shotgun bullets are bad for you.
All right, y'all. So now it's time for the check portion of this podcast. Again, if you're a new listener and you don't know, I wonder if I could talk on both. Oh, shit. I'm talking both mics at the same time. I was about to say something, but I won't. This is the portion of the podcast where you pick somebody to check. If you don't know what that means, I guess you're about to figure it out. So, Heaven, who do you want to check this week?
I am checking Bank of a fucking America.
Hashtag me too.
I went to cancel my checking account because I had to. I just didn't need them anymore. And every time I go in there, it's just a long line. I'm just like, why am I dealing with this shit? Like, I don't need to. So I went to cancel my account, but I was like, okay, I'm making an appointment because I said there's always a long line. So I made an appointment.
I didn't even know it took appointments.
And I got there 30 minutes early. So I was like, okay. So I went to the lady and I was like, can I do this over the phone? And she's like, yeah, you just have to like clear your account first and then call. So I went outside to the ATM, but I only had like $13 in my checking account. So you can't take $13 out. So I went back inside. I was like, oh, it's okay. I'm just going to wait because I can't take out just $13. She was like, okay. So I'm sitting down. My appointment was at 2. So I was sitting down for like 15 minutes. She came over there and she was like, oh, okay, I'm going to check you in. I'm like, okay. It's like 1:55. She comes back and she's like, oh, did you take out the money? I said, no, we just had this discussion. It's like, oh, you have to take it out before you get seen by a teller. So, bitch, you telling me that
you're telling me.
I could have took out my money and then just like called. Like, you had me sit down and wait and do all this. I was just pissed. And then I couldn't even get mad because I could be like, you know what? I'm taking my services anywhere else because I was already doing that. So I just had to have an attitude.
You still could have put it on them like that.
I just had an attitude.
This is why I'm leaving in the first place. Yeah. Y'all fuck niggas don't know how to do shit right.
And of course the line was long, so I had to wait in the line.
You went on Crenshaw? In the period?
No, the one by my house.
Oh, bitch. Yeah, the one on Western? It meant like...
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to give...
So I had to wait in that line. I just had an attitude. Because I could have did that. And been home by then, because I could have just called, but she had me wait there, and I was just irritated. So that's my check, Bank of America.
Fuck Bank of America.
But I don't got to deal with them no more, so it's good.
Fuck them, yeah.
Camille, who
I'm
are you
switching.
checking?
Bank of America, bitch. I said hashtag me too.
All right.
Them niggas said that. Them niggas canceled my card again.
Again. And they didn't tell you, huh?
Did not tell a bitch again. I was like, y'all have to stop doing this shit to me, talking about restricted. I was with you when it happened. Yeah.
Trying to get some gas.
I'm like, damn, again, a bitch can't fucking get home. Y'all are ridiculous. Stop doing that shit.
And if I wasn't with her, how was she gonna get home?
Period. AAA.
She couldn't use
her
car.
The crackhead was gonna push my car, and Shaq was gonna give him some shoes to do it. Like, I'm tired of Bank of America. It was all some bullshit.
And they fucking overdraft fee. Chase would never.
Hello,
okay,
$35
would never.
Suck my dick.
Like, fuck y'all. I'm not about to deal with this.
Come on. I'm so tired of Bank of America.
Because Chase got the 10 and the 5.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going to Chase to do the race. Fuck the beat I was trying to get Chase.
But yeah, that was who I
had
to check.
Do you have a check, Shaq?
I don't think I have one.
Nobody pissed you off.
Yeah,
this
Mr.
week?
Humanitarian, positive.
I'm always pretty much in the good mood.
All right, I took the mic from him. That's doesn't matter. I'm always in a good mood. Great. Let's move on.
Tippin on Bopers, wrapped in Bopers. Tippin on Bopers, wrapped in Bopers. Tippin on Bopers, wrapped in Bopers. Pimpin' Bopers, and I'm packing Bopers.
All right, and now it's time for the tip. So for this week, I am tipping my friend Megan because she's getting married. My first friend to get married. Good job, bitch. Put it on to make him want to marry me. I feel it. I like that shit. So congratulations, girl. Her wedding's going to be tomorrow. Probably going to post pictures on my Instagram. And I'm probably going to, open bar situation.
So she's going to be lit. Check her out.
Girl, you got a mic right there.
Oh,
you just didn't even talk. This bitch looking at the camera.
She's looking at the
camera.
Okay.
And she talking to mic right
there. Donate a mic, okay? What's this thing called?
That is a audio interface.
Hashtag donate.
2 imports, so we only have 2 mics right now.
3-port. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what the fuck she just
don't
said.
even know what she asking for. Talk about hashtag. Niggas don't know what.
I need a microphone.
Who are you tipping this week?
I was waiting for you to ask me.
All right, well, I asked you.
And she didn't ask me. Okay, she just asked me. I am tipping. Ooh, I had the information, but we're currently recording with my phone, so I don't have the lady's name. But she's from Jamaica, and she won the lottery. She won the fucking lottery and went to go sign her check or whatever they do with the emoji mask and a wig, and she should have some gloves on so they wouldn't know she was black.
Is her name on there? Because if her name is on there, that defeats the purpose. Maybe her name isn't on there.
I think the name was like something gray.
Was it on? It was on there?
I think. If I have my phone right now, I can tell y'all.
Well, then no. Now I want to check her because, bitch, if we already know your name, what's the point of it on the mask?
I just thought it was funny because I would do the same thing. And maybe she has like a very common name. Like me, obviously, I can't. You're gonna know it's me. But if she has a common name,
you could be Kevin Hart's daughter. His name is Evan.
Okay, I'm talking about my full name and my name is spelled.
Yeah, about the same size.
I'm not laughing.
Hello, is this thing working?
No, it's not a silent laugh over here. I'm just not laughing. But I thought that shit was legit as fuck because I would do the same thing. Y'all not finna know who I am. I didn't win nothing. Don't ask me for shit because I don't got shit. Because I'm signing my check with no type of characteristics. Y'all know who I am. So that's who my tip goes out to. I don't know her name. Yeah, that's it.
We're not gonna say her name because obviously she wants confidentiality. All right, Shaq, who are you tipping this week?
This might be the first time that it's been done, but this week I'm gonna tip Camille. I feel like
well,
nobody.
Come on, let me get comfortable. Hold on, wait.
I feel like nobody.
Wait a minute. Come on, let me hear it. Come on, hype me up.
I feel like nobody has done that before.
Come on, tip me. Come on. I also though, if you tip me, can you throw some money? Tip me like you would do an Atlantic stripper. Tip me like
y'all. He got glitter all over himself. Wow. I think he was at the strip club.
Wow.
All right, I'm sorry. Let me let you talk about me.
I'm tipping Camille this week because this is low key. I look forward to this since last week when she asked me to be on here.
Don't be telling niggas I only gave you a week notice. Make them think I planned this shit out. But get it off. Sorry, keep talking about me.
This is like my first actual like interview I had on my based around like my brand and everything. So this was kind of something that I was looking forward to all week. So and on top of that, like she's really starting her own thing. Like she's not at a 9 to 5 trying to. Not saying that anything's wrong with that, but
look, I'm looking for a job. This nigga talking about.
No. I don't want that to be. I don't want that to be.
I'm moving back to LA. Job me up.
Perceived the wrong way, but I'm saying like she wants to start something for herself. Like she knows she has the personality to do something like this, and she's really like acting on it. And people are sometimes scared to do things like that on their own because they're scared that they might fail. They're scared of what their parents might think. They're scared of what the world might think of them. But if you know Camille, like she don't give a fuck what you talking about. Like she gonna do her own thing. So I really commend her for that because she's definitely somebody that's I think is a role model for other little girls that should look up to. Because she's really changing the game. I feel like this is just baby steps of what she has to offer.
That's
to the world.
crazy because every time I babysit my sister boyfriend daughter, he told me he don't want me around his daughter, but you can call me a role model. So I like that.
Like I feel like there's definitely pros and cons. There's definitely pros and cons. Don't get me wrong, but. But for the most part, yeah, like. I really commend you, Camille, for what you're doing. I feel like this is really dope.
Best friend. That's our best friend.
This is really dope, like what you're doing, and I feel like this is just the beginning. This shit is going to be even crazier as the years go on. I want you to continue to stick to it. Don't listen to what everybody else have to say. You already know that you have your own vision for this.
Who been saying? The microphone. Can we interview you, or are you waiting to get interviewed by somebody else? I think that we should be able to interview you.
I feel like it should be a best friend episode to where we can do that.
All right, so thank y'all for tuning in. We already dropped all of our.
It's a no.
We already dropped all of our socials where you can find us, and make sure you tune in.
And drop mine. You can find me on Instagram, Sent From Heaven with 2 N's. That is Sent From HEAVY.
This bitch don't know how to spell her name.
Sent From Heaven.
Don't know how to spell her own name.
HEAVYNN.
All right. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to this week's episode of Brunchism. I'll see y'all next week. We'll see y'all next week.